Hello! Welcome back to Off the Table, Guardians of Parna. We're so glad to have you. Hope you had a fantastic Mother's Day, and we have missed you guys, so thank you for coming back. We are ready for episode 37 today of Guardians of Parna. Crazy. We are back and ready to continue on this crazy journey, I think. Couple of announcements, same announcements we have every week, but we want to show you guys the other places you can find great D&D content made by our very own. We have, if you go to our YouTube channel, which the link is below, the link should be in chat, there's plenty of good content there coming out at least twice, 3 times a week. We have this that'll usually come out about Thursday, I think, give or take. We've got Steel Fist Keep, run by Live to Game. That comes out when it comes out, but they play live, twitch.tv/live2game, every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. It's a good time, and they're doing great on that. They're having a lot of fun, and they got a good thing going. There's also Path of Resistance to go check out. They have YouTube videos. 9 or 10 just came out on YouTube. Yes?
I believe it's Path of Most Resistance.
What did I say?
Path of
Path
Resistance.
of Resistance.
Well, there you go. Path of Most Resistance. You're right. PMR, they play Wednesdays late for us Easterners. I think it's supposed to be 8 Mountain. I don't know. Go check it out on twitch.tv/Gabby_bird, and you'll be able to find everything. But you can find the YouTube videos that come out on our YouTube. Everything is there, and you can watch all our past content, get caught up, and we would love your subscription if you feel so inclined. But I think that is it. So we are ready to start the game then. Yes? No? All right, let's do it. Well, Guardians of Parna. Where we left last time, you guys had defeated the Necromancer and one of the vampires, the Baron, who had been giving you guys a hard time, had taken Chitter hostage by his own hand. Chitter led himself to sacrifice himself. Things did not go according to his plan, and thus the Temple of Revorhu was destroyed by a giant amalgamation of zombie aggregate, which then made its way down and destroyed Tokar Resfusis Tower, which you all just within an inch of your life, the tower coming down on most of you, you all made it out. And then with the Baron being slain, having no resting place, Benjamin did get away to some unknown location. You took the night, and we entered a time of some downtime where you guys helped rebuild the Temple of Revorhu. You helped reinstate the city to a stable condition. About halfway through this time, your friend Chitter, in the middle of the night, decided to take Sweet Song and leave, leaving a note with Bearwelf and some things. For the most part, you then took the remaining months to continue to work on the city and grieve. We ended last session with Lockley returning. So you all have had the time pass. You've gotten Parna back to a stable condition with many of the mages, the guards, you guardians, other townspeople. The Tower District has returned to a wealthy status. And the reconstruction is still underway. Tokar Resfusa did insist on a new tower being erected. However, at the urging of others, a small structure and building, almost a city hall per se, was put in its place. This building is meant then to function as a meeting space for you guardians with the Tokars, as well as daily business. And Tokar Wallow then decided to inhabit that building and switched so that Rasfusa could still have his tower. So Azul is on the left, Rasfusa is now in the middle, and there are only 2 towers. There's a city building now on the right that Tokar Wallow uses. There's also the new temple underway. It is not fully functioning in full yet, but you have brought it back to a good spot. You guys did recover the main stairway to lead towards the dark tunnels, which you kept preserved, but let everyone know that no one should be going down there without your permission. And now the temple sits farther back a little ways from the cliff, closer to the city wall. And while things are not finished, there's been a lot of work done with the crazy wisp materials, the labor of the city, and so on and so forth. So you've all had time to rest, recuperate. You've put in a considerable amount of time rebuilding the city. You have mourned the departure of your friend. It is now definitely autumn. The trees are losing their leaves. The weather has turned colder. Things are starting to prepare for the coming winter. You have met with Lockley. And he, upon returning, took a night's rest to kind of get himself together, and is at your beck and call if you should need him with the research that he did in Rockfen. So, Guardians of Parna, what would you like to do? You are up for the day, you're well fed, you're rested, and ready to go.
Were you able to make a card for my new armor?
I did not do that, but I will make you one. Yes.
Okay, just that ran through my head because I remember I had to go get my armor and stuff.
I did not write that down, so it didn't get done, but I will get you one. Yes.
Okay. Around the breakfast table, Beryl will relay to everybody about the Keepers of Magic recently seeing Erxie. Maybe not recently, but they definitely saw Erxie's at a tower lifting a large crate with a bunch of dwarvish people with him, and that they informed me if we were to go after him, we would need a small army's help in order to get to him and finally take him down.
We have Chad.
We have a Chad.
But what if they have a Chad?
There's only one Chad.
What if he's the anti-Chad?
There's only Chad.
Boom, was there a map from my dream?
No, you did not. You did not get the map that you saw. Was not quite a map. It was a version of the mountain that you think on the other place, but you didn't get a direct map. No.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand better now.
I was trying to be very discreet with how I said that.
Wait, I know where the tower is, right?
Your tower, yes.
Okay, yeah.
His old tower, yes.
No. The one he's at currently, right? It's that one.
You have an idea of where it would be, yeah.
Okay. And how many weeks out are we from the Beholder sinking the city?
It is definitely autumn. You have seen no snow, but it is getting colder. So you're not sure.
Okay.
I will inform my friends that I must depart on a journey and invite them to come with.
Where are we going? Zan, where are we
Hold on,
going?
I gotta pull it up.
Oh.
I closed the wrong window. I wasn't prepared. I'll relate to him that the literal last pieces of Tom to be removed during cleanup. He was in possession of a book in which describes an ancient weapon called the Sunblade, and it was wielded by a great champion of Revorhu, and this is something that would definitely assist in our, quest to not let the city be sunk, and we have to go over to Koru and go dig him up. Talk with him. Say, hey, what's up?
An
Where do we have to
alternate
go?
character of mine has wielded the Sunblade in the Curse of Strahd. Is that the
Anything-
hero you're talking about?
What was his name?
Not Chad.
It was Joe.
I would have to look that up. I have a lot of relatives.
We can just say his name was Vondelat.
Okay, but that's not it, so it's probably not the same guy.
So yeah, we would have to go on epic journey, epic task, and go track it down. And
Where?
Koru, the
Oh,
one town.
all the way over there?
Just yeah, we just poof.
How long will we be leaving the city unguardianed?
Oh, I can just go get it unless y'all want to come. I mean, you know, however long it takes to get there.
I feel like we should train like a what is it? A Guardians Reserve unit.
Chad?
So that-
The elite guards of the guards.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, the
answer
guardians,
to
of the Guardians of the Guardians. The
We-
Guardians.
we give them gold armor, and then they kind of abuse their powers, and then we have to take them down.
Cold armor, eh?
What, like
Be
the
very malleable.
the Lannisters had the gold armor, didn't they?
It's all about how you fortify it.
True.
So we could go talk to Battlebeard and see if he has any insight on that area. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, we have to think about it this way too. I mean, this town survived 500 years without guardians before we came along. I mean,
Yeah, and we came along and everything's been destroyed. Maybe we're the problem.
I mean, if we go, I mean, the town's not going to be completely without defenses. I mean, we can't be tethered to this town forever. We do have stuff we need to accomplish.
You know what? If y'all would have just let me roasted coffee, we wouldn't even be in this mess.
But that
So-
one town has the best coffee, man.
I'm with we should have melted the town when we had the chance, but in hindsight, that's easy to say.
Well, on our way over to Guru, we could
Stop off for coffee.
yeah, we can stop by for coffee, see how they're doing.
We
Well,
do need, if we plan on taking out the Dark Mages, I know where they're at, and we're going to need help before.
Why don't we send emissaries across the land and call the council of Thalindria to offer up aid, since we've now helped multiple places and multiple people are in our debt. We're no longer the guardians of Parna. We are more like the guardians of Thalindria, or redheaded stepchildren that get abused. And
Promotion.
more responsibility, less pay.
Who did we have to talk to? What's his name? Wallow? But he would probably be the best one to talk to.
Or we just go straight to Albert White Star.
Where does he reside?
He's the sovereign, bro.
Well, yeah, but where is he? Is he Stillwater?
We can ask.
We should probably
Yeah.
let people know we're leaving if we're leaving.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So the go to the courthouse where Wallow is probably a good idea to let him know that we're embarking on
Yeah,
a journey.
but because you were a Tokar, you can just come and go as you wish, Chad.
I'm not a Tokar.
Yeah,
I'm a-
they haven't confirmed you as
no,
Tokar yet?
no, I'm both a guardian and a Garadian.
Hopefully one day soon they will.
Radians.
So what would you like to do?
Split the party! Yay!
I'll
Guess
go
we'll
with
go
you.
talk to Wallow.
I'll go with you. I mean, you might need a sort of or an axe on that.
Yes.
As you're having this conversation, Lockley comes out of the room you've provided for him, awake and ready to whatever. So,
Does he want to go back in his Pokeball?
no, that would not be. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
It's my Pokeball, and I decide who goes in.
My apologies. You're the best trainer.
So, how have you all been?
Too
Been
soon.
better.
You're joking, right?
Well, we had the discussion yesterday, but I was hoping things were better.
Have you ever lost anything in your life?
Yes. Yes, I have.
If you compare this to food and dropping it on the floor,
So, what awaits us? What are we? Are we going? To Sarbadoon?
To where?
to where?
Sarbadoon, the
Darkhold?
city in the Underdark I have told
Underdark.
you about and spent 3 months doing research on. Much research.
Tell us about your research.
Yes. Tell us all about it.
I would love to. Let's sit. He walks on over to the chair, kind of plops down.
Chad grabs his breakfast beer.
I successfully made it to Rockfin to gain information about the Underdark and Beholders. Now, which would you like to hear about first?
Who'd you talk to at Rockfin?
I spent much time in the study. Their large library, many books. It
Did
has
you
many
find
books.
the book I asked you to look for?
I did. However, they do not allow me to take it out of the library. You will have to go and either read it yourself, or hopefully you're not planning on stealing it. That would be very awful because they spend a lot of time collecting many books there. But I did find it, and I would be happy sometime to take you and show you there if you would like.
That would be most appreciated.
Of course.
And while they're all at breakfast, Chinese is just gonna produce one in her hand and just kind of juggle it back and forth between hands, and just
Toss
get
it
lost
over
in her
here.
thoughts.
Toss it over here.
Hot potato.
No.
So, what would you like to hear about first?
Let's hear
Beholders.
about Beholders, please.
All right. Have you ever seen a beholder?
I saw a picture of a beholder.
Yes,
I've heard about beholders.
They're not good. The fact that you have to face one is awful. They have one central eye. One central eye. That can be troublesome. It will suppress him and her and you. Anyone that wields magic is going to have a problem.
Who's he pointing at?
Beowulf, Zynes, and Zamfalcon.
Okay.
Why was he pointing at me?
You wield magic, right?
No.
What? All right, then you'll be fine. But they also have many eye stalks that shoot out of their head and throw different beams. I do not envy us. Let's put it lightly. There's a couple of rays that will disintegrate, kill, sleep, charm, petrify, you name it, and he'll have it.
I was looking to shave off a couple pounds when you had that disintegration,
Chocolate
right?
ray? Does it have a chocolate ray?
I don't think so.
Wait a
No.
minute. Dream, do you actually have an ABC Dungeons and Dragons coloring book? That's magnificent.
Someone beat Chad to it.
I also very much doubt that this beholder that we seek will be floating around in the city down there. Will most likely be hidden, plotting from a well-fortified location. I also expect him to be highly paranoid in completing his plan. He'll probably take every precaution and be anxious.
Lockley, by well-fortified location, do you mean something shaped somewhat like a lair?
It's possible, depending on how long he's been down there, yes.
Why don't we just go down there and burn everything down?
That's the
That-
Underdark is kind of
There's one
already
way.
on fire.
There's one way to do it. Yes, he's right. He's right. There's 3 layers to the Underdark.
So then it's not very dark, is it?
Hmm. From what I hear, it's pretty dark.
Is there any way to lure a beholder out of its lair?
From what I found, once we find him, I think it will be difficult, but not impossible.
Okay.
Do you have any specific information on this beholder specifically? Or is it just a generalization?
That was a generalization. You sent me with the name Famax. I can't find much about specific beholders. There's not a lot. They're not recorded well because they're either dead or haven't been found. So there's not a lot to be said of them except that they're very nasty, and we should hope there's only one down there.
So what were you saying about magic users and against a beholder?
It has a single eye in the middle of its face, and at any time it can turn on and off an anti-magic field. No magic, its own included, will work within the field.
The field visible to the eye, or like, are we going to be able to know that the field's up, or it'll just be like we throw an Eldritch Blast or something, and then we find out that the magic field's up?
It's probably going to be hit and miss. If the beholder is shooting eye stalks at you, you can shoot at it.
Okay.
But if it's not able to shoot eye stalks at you, unless you're behind it, then the ray is probably up.
Gotcha.
Have you already talked about what attacks it has that are non-magical?
It's a pretty magical creature, so
So if it's up the field, what attacks does it have?
well, it cannot shoot its eye rays within the field, but if you are outside of the field, below the beholder, behind the beholder, it can still shoot you. It's anything that is within gaze of its central eye. Is that helpful?
That just seems wrong that it can actually still do magic outside of, but that doesn't. Yeah.
It's a very 360-degree type of deal. So
It's also very one-sided because if we're in the field, we can't do magic. If we're outside of the field, we can do magic, but does it hit it? Because it has the field up.
well, no, you see, it's more like a cone. So anything the beholder sees can do magic. Anything it cannot see can. That's how I.
Do you know the range of the field? Is that in your book?
It's gonna be a cone, so maybe 150 foot cone.
What if you're outside of the 150-foot cone and you shoot through the cone? I mean, shoot magic through the cone.
Right. I think that's a practicality that I don't know. The book doesn't say what happens.
So let me get this straight. If the eye is looking at me, and I'm within 150 feet of his eye vision, I can't do magic. But what if 200 feet away, Zines and I transform into giant apes and launch our Chad at him. It's non-magical, and Chad's coming at him like a bullet. What's going to happen then?
I would think if Chad is in the field, anything that's on him that's magical won't work. So,
Okay, Chad has more than just one axe.
All my axes are magical, but that's okay. They're still axes. They still can do physical damage. They're regular physical damage.
Flinging Chad from a giant ape. I wonder how fast that goes, and if it's like the equivalent of a 50 cal.
I mean, we could measure that. See, 200 feet distant. No.
I don't think this is where we will best spend our time.
What if we dropped a blanket from high up in the air and covered the beholder's eye? Then it couldn't see me. Could I cast magic then?
Most likely.
Is it ticklish?
It doesn't say. It's very surprising. You would think that those would be in the book.
With
What's
all
it taste like?
Also, I don't know that. Yes, Beowulf.
with all those eyes, I feel like he constantly has them open. So does he have like dry eyes all the time and like need eye drops or something?
Yeah, how does he moisturize that? Is there multiple lids?
I've only seen the picture.
What kind
I
of
didn't
research
get to spend.
did you actually do?
I didn't
in
get to
these
spend
months?
time with one. What do you expect out of me?
You know what? I'm gonna call my friend over in Rockfin to see if you were just partying every night. Slacker.
You know better than that. I worked hard on this.
Oh, I
I'm
can
ready to
tell.
go.
You can't even tell me what it tastes like.
I charge the beholder.
Where are you going? I didn't tell you everything.
Oh, okay. I'll sit back
You
down.
have to tell us.
Just that I know nothing about Sarbadoon.
You're gonna stop Chad for that?
I heard you all making many plans. I was making sure we were all on the same page.
You guys want to fight a beholder today?
I want to go get the sunblade first.
But it's magical, so will that even make a difference?
I'll hit it with the hilt.
Well, look at it this way. If it's looking at you, you can't hit it with magic, theoretically, if it has the field up. But if someone, like if you were to hold its attention in the front and somebody was to attack from behind, they could attack behind with magic.
I know this really handsome guy that did an epic job of distracting and taunting a dragon. I would totally be down for that.
Did he do an awesome job at that? He seemed to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, but did he die? And he still looks handsome as heck.
Well, that's cool. What am I saying? Of course you should be the one to distract the beholder.
I mean, I'll just take off all my magical clothes and underwear.
You
and
can still wear
just,
it.
like,
It still functions as normal equipment.
I thought it would like fall off of me or something.
Just the magic parts of your stuff doesn't work. They still function as physical things.
Zen like looks down below his belt. Okay, I can do this. I was making sure that I was wearing the right pair of boots. What were y'all thinking? Sheesh.
What's involved in getting the sunblade again?
Digging up a corpse
Go
and
defile
traveling.
a hero's grave and see where it takes us.
Traveling to the other side of the continent.
Well, that's really easy. We can do that in an instant now. Because I guarantee you, if the Keepers of Magic try to charge me now for a teleport, I'm going to lose my mind. We can just overthrow them, and we can be the Keepers of Magic, and the Guardians of Parna, and the Guardians of Lindria, and the Tokars. While we're at it, we'll just overthrow White Star and just be the sovereign power of this whole land.
Easy, Zan. All the power's going to your head.
Sorry.
Did something happen to him while I was gone?
Yeah, I had too much cereal for breakfast. It's got a bunch of sugar in it.
All right.
Hockley,
Yes.
would the Sun Sword help us with the Beholder? In your opinion?
I know nothing of this. What does it do?
It instantly kills a beholder just by branding it and going and speaking the word of command to it.
Roll a deception check.
Dog it.
Oh, if there was ever a time to roll an at 20.
I'm afraid to click it.
Then yes, absolutely, we should go after it with full force. But if he's lying, then no, we probably should go. It's getting cold.
How long of a journey do you think it would take going through to reach the Beholder's lair?
First question, do we have ample access to the tunnels that you found that one time?
Well, we've dug up. We haven't fully restored the temple, but a lot of the ruins are picked up, right? So we'd have access to those
And
tunnels.
we'd know if the tunnels are clear because we were kind of hands-on at restoring that. So
Yeah.
are the tunnels clear?
Yes, I told you you guys found the main access point and you kind of kept everyone away from it, but you do have a clear way to the dark tunnels, yes.
Then yes.
Isn't it like the dark tunnels? We just take a left instead, because like the left is unlocked after we went through our trial, and the left is where the Underdark was.
Well, no, you entered and exited through the same way, so you're going to have to go through them again.
Oh, I felt like we circled all the way back around to the beginning.
You ended up back at the beginning, but you're going to have to go through them again.
Oh yeah, and
to
I
get
never
to-
saw them in the first place, so I don't know I don't know that they exist.
That question, yes.
How did we secure the entrance to the ruins? Because I would think, as excellent guardians of the world, that we would have installed a statue of all of us together holding up Chitter high into the air, White Chitter screaming, "I'm a pretty chicken," and that could be like on a track, and we could move that to access the tunnels, and then just during the day they see this beautiful statue in which that, of course, I'm in gold and everybody else is just like crappy stone. We could make it a fountain and Chitter could be shooting water out of his mouth.
You can have done that. They're probably still working on the statue, but you can have secured the tunnels that way, sure.
Okay, just checking.
So it's like a bat cave. All right. So if you have a way down there, we need to get to Starbadoon, as easy or as difficult as that may be, and then we need to find the Beholder and kill it. Seems pretty cut and dry to me.
In your research, is there any living historian or sage that could give us any more and like details or anything else that we may need for accessing the layer and safely traversing it?
I mean, what do you want to know? I did read about lairs. He may have a lair, he may not. We don't know until we get down there.
Here's what I fear, in all honesty. If we go down there to begin our assault with the information in which that we have learned so far, that we are going to be unprepared and woefully unskilled in far as defending ourselves. And if there's anything that could possibly help us in preventing the town to sink, I'd be willing to pursue that beforehand. Just, as long as it doesn't take longer than a month, we should be fine on time.
It's ultimately up to all of you.
I want to
Whatever
kill
you-
it.
decide. I'm not going to be making any decisions. Until we'll go down there, Dan Falcon, and see what we have to look at, we won't know if we're prepared enough or not.
And you will be coming with us, yes?
Yes, that is what I signed on to do, and I will give you my word until I pass or until we kill it.
I haven't fought much with you. You are a very good healer, correct?
I do what I can, yes.
We're going to need that.
What are your particular skill sets?
That's a very odd question.
It's not odd when you think of it from a tactical point of view. We know what we can all do, but we don't know entirely what you can do.
I mean, you do bring up a good point. I would say, as Chad said, I am a good healer. I have the ability to do that. I can hit things, but I don't like to.
Can you resurrect people?
Yes.
How many times a day would you think you could resurrect people?
Mostly as many diamonds as I have.
Are you a cleric?
I guess that's one way. I would not call myself a cleric, but I guess that's one word you could use if
Then what would
were
you call
putting
yourself?
labels on people. I would call myself more of a dedicated person to a deity who fell off the path, decided to become a hermit, got a vision, was sent to you people, and now I can heal people.
Right.
So if cleric's the word you'd like to use, we can certainly do that.
Would you be interested in converting to Revorhu, our Lord and Savior?
Not at the present time.
How about now?
We could have a conversation, perhaps, after we
I'll get Tom to get on. Oh, wait.
I want to go to the Underdark.
So, yes, what would be the best? Zan Falcon, do you believe you could find your sword swiftly and quickly if you went to look for it, or do you not have enough information?
I think I am 100% prepared to obtain the sword within 3 days.
3 days. Oh, well. I believe it is up to your party what we do, and I will simply come along. No decision making here.
If you think it will help with the Beholder, we can do that.
It may help to get to the Beholder.
We have no leader, so what does everybody else think?
Chad is the leader. All hell Chad.
Since when?
I don't know. Me and Zonies have been following you since the get-go, buddy.
3 days to go get a sword that could possibly help us defeat a beholder.
Okay.
No. You got to make sure. It would help us getting to the Beholder.
Now,
Also enabling us to defeat said Beholder.
when we say 3 days, is it Crazy Wisp's 3 days or guaranteed 3 days?
I really missed that guy.
We should
I wonder
stop
how
off
he's
at his
doing.
place sometime after we kill
Yeah,
the
we
Beholder
should.
and stuff.
I
Definitely.
forgot where he went.
Let's make him a good cup of tea.
Bet he's feeling pretty justified in leaving after Parna got destroyed.
Maybe he knew something. Maybe they should have kept him in the Keepers of Magic.
Okay. Should we go get the Sun Sword? Who's in agreement? It might help us. It might, at least help us to get there. So, should we?
I know for a fact it wouldn't hinder us if we obtained it.
All right, let's do it.
And if we got to level 12 by the end of that, then maybe that would help us with the beholder.
What's a level?
A feeling of enlightenment and betterment.
Well, Beowulf never had that.
Something you would use for like a wish spell.
Oh, yeah? Boy. Only I knew how to use them.
Okay, are we ready to go get a sun sword then?
Yep.
Zynes is very quiet about this all. What does she want to do? What?
Science has just been staring and juggling fire the whole time right now. Yeah, Sunsword, sure. Sounds good.
Okay, we go. Come on, Lockley. Here's some bacon.
Ah, thank you. Okay, how are you getting there?
Keepers of Magic's gonna poof us over there.
You expect a lot out of them, don't you?
That will never change. They're a bunch of slackers, and we've saved their ass so many times it's not even funny.
Well, you can certainly try. Okay, so you head on over down to the Keepers of Magic. Make your way inside, and things seem to be pretty busy with people running back and forth, and no one seems to pay you much mind with the current busyness.
I would like to report a missing magical item.
Within 2 seconds, you have someone at your aid. Yes, a missing magical item? What kind of item is it? And what kind of magic is it? And where was it last seen?
This man's magical underpants, and points to Zan.
Zan immediately doesn't miss a beat, removes his pants, says, "Y'all remember me?"
I've never met you before, sir, but what kind of underpants are we talking about here? Enchanted underpants, transmutation underpants? Are we talking about the dreaded wish underpants? Like
No. They're called the brown streak underpants.
Go on.
They are enchanted with an aura and which causes stench damage to everybody around and very bad poisoning.
Chad gives the look to Zan Falcon.
Zan snaps out of it and stops being a tool.
Those sound like normal underpants.
Maybe for you.
Okay, well, please, next time, don't waste my time. I'm very busy.
There is actually a missing item.
Yeah, we need y'all to pop us over to a place real quick so we can pick up the Sunblade.
I am not the person to talk to about teleportation, but I can
we're
get
retrieving a magical item.
I understand that. I don't take out contracts for people. If
What
you
do
would
you
like
do?
to talk to one of the higher ups, I am simply a gopher, okay? I
What's your
go
name?
places, I get things. My name?
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Michael, and I am
Michael.
the best gopher there has ever
You
been.
look like it. How
I
would you
am.
like a promotion?
I don't think that you're qualified to give me one of those.
Actually, the Gardens of Parna, we kind of be missing out on a gopher / study / do what we tell them to. How would you like to come to the Temple of Rivor, who, as it's being rebuilt, and become a guardian of the Guardians of Parna, of the Guardians of Calendra? Whatever continent.
Does it have to have the title? Because that seems a bit lengthy.
How about we just call you a Guardian?
Or Chief Mike.
Yeah, Chief Mike.
Chief
That's
Mike, I like that.
Yeah. Could you see it now? You're walking down the street, and the girls and the wenches are like, "That's Chief Mike. He's so sexy. Oh, he works with the Guardians of Parna. Let's give him some bacon."
Here's. Would you like some bacon?
I do like a good bacon. Sure.
I pull out a piece of bacon for him. Here you go.
Thank you.
And if
Oh,
you
no.
worked for us, you would get an endless supply of bacon.
This is distracting us from teleporting. We need teleporting to where he says to go.
Look, Tom was our last gopher. He got crushed by the temple. I'm just trying to fill a
That's
vacancy.
good, but we had a plan, and now we're doing headhunting, and that's not part of the plan.
People want to be headhunted. They want to feel special. They want to get
There's a time.
So how much does the position pay?
endless bacon.
That doesn't
Pay?
help me with the spell components and materials and my book that I need. I need money.
How much
coming
you
in.
making now?
I would say, well, it's been a lot because we have been very, very helpful in making sure the Tower District has gotten back to where it is. I'm sure you all know.
You know that's going to slow down, right? So there might not be as much in the future.
That is true.
But there's always going to be need for guardians.
Okay, I'm listening. I would say that my services are about 150 gold pieces a day.
That's too much. Let's go.
All right. Who did we talk to get teleportation? The winches will never see you.
You know what?
You could have been Chief Mike.
This has been a waste of my time. If you want to go talk to Goro over there, and he walks off.
Hey, Goro!
How many arms does Goro have?
Well, as you look over, there's no one in the direction that he pointed. Everyone is still walking around, busy, not paying you any mind.
We know where we get teleported. We go there.
Okay, there doesn't seem to be anyone here, but the teleportation circle is there.
I put my pants back on.
I'd say hello.
No response. There's no one within the courtyard.
Where's Keeper Sav?
You haven't seen him yet.
I ring the bell on the counter. Ding, 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 and just keep ringing it until somebody comes.
You wait about 5 minutes, and eventually someone comes over. Please stop ringing the bell.
Bryce is like rubbing out her ear after that for 5 minutes of a bell ringing.
We need teleportation immediately.
Yes, is this for business or pleasure?
Guardian business.
Ah, guardian business. Shall we charge you the usual rate then?
Free?
No, there has been an account set up because you have been needing teleportation so frequently.
This will be. We're going to get an item that will help protect the city, and you want to protect the city, yes?
Sure, but I don't see why that means that you don't need to pay.
Look, girls making money hand over feet of securing the Tower District. Just pop us over real quick so we can take care of this and keep the city from falling into the abyss.
I get
We could
closer to
always
him.
charge a. We could always charge a fee for protecting the city.
Indeed, I think that's a great idea.
I think you would make many gold pieces from that.
I get close to him and like loom over him and look down at him and give him the look.
You're very tall. I like that. So
I wink at him.
you're very tall. I would say for this tall drink of water, I would charge you nothing.
Let's go.
You all make your way to the teleportation circle.
It's my high charisma skill, isn't it?
Where are we going again?
Sand, what's the where?
Koro. How am I supposed to pronounce this?
It's Koruf.
Yeah, Koruf, of course. Why did? Oh, rough. Oh, oh. Koruf. Ah, very nice. Well played.
All right, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait. Where's Squeak Squeak?
Where do you think Squeak Squeak went?
I tamed that rat.
But you were not the owner of that rat.
You can own a wild creature. It was a guardian of Parna. It should be with the guardians of Parna. Sen has a little mini breakdown, but he says, okay, let's go.
Right. 1 wolf, 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4 person, 5 person. Let us go.
Chadwigs again.
As you all clasp hands. Oh, 6 person. I didn't see you there, Shorty. As you all clasp hands and teleport away, you find yourselves for a moment unable to see as a bright light strikes you. And when you open your eyes, you're in a very dimly lit room. You hear immediately a gong being smashed. Goo, goo, goo. And as you look around, you can see torches that are lining this chamber. We have arrived in Koroth. Shall I wait for you, or shall I go back?
Wait.
Stand by.
How's
It'll just
the
take a minute.
Does anybody have a like scribing ability?
nope? How's the town of Koroth look?
Have a what ability?
Do to like scribe and sketch and be talented and amazing.
No, if I remember correctly, Chitter was our artist.
Oh, really? I always thought it kind of looked like chicken scratch.
The look on Cooch's face.
It's $5 from you, sir.
I know, right?
Well, as you start to exit your current location, the keeper that brought you here has not moved. You start to walk away, and the circular room kind of goes into a 15-foot corridor, and it all seems to be carved from rock. You're somewhere within either underground or you're within a mountain. You're not quite sure. And as you guys walk, you see various different dwarves, and they all seem to have red robes on. But these are not quite as tall as Chad. Right now, they all seem to be about typical dwarf height, and they kind of stare at you as you guys start to lumber by.
Are there any female dwarves in this?
Make a perception check. Currently, there are no female-looking dwarves. No.
Can I ask if there's any females among them?
Of course there are. We're not savages.
Where are they?
Oh, we keep the women in the city. They don't stay up here.
I just want to know if they have beards too, or is it just the guys?
Of course they do.
I have to take a look. And as you walk past them, you find a large kind of open chamber with a couple of columns. It looks familiar to the Shadow Hands lair that you guys uncovered, but much more pristine. This is not some bandit hideout. This is definitely a place where much care has been taken. The floor has been tiled. There's sconces everywhere. And you get the feeling that this is probably the Koroth Keepers of Magic. And right now, all you do see are just dwarves. Some seem to be in study. Some seem to be taking care of several different scrolls and things. But you were able to see, kind of in this large structure, a set of doors approximately 50 feet towards the way that you have been heading.
I give them the hi, hello in Dwarvish.
Hi, hello.
I say hi, hello as well in Dwarvish.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello, also in Dwarvish.
Hi, hello.
Ditto.
Hi, hello.
I don't speak Dwarvish, so I'm gonna yell at him in Celestial.
What do you yell?
I don't know what you're saying.
Hi, hello.
Did he say that in Celestial?
No, just Dwarvish. I hope you all find your time here fantastic and great. Welcome to Korruff. And if you need anything, the Keepers of Magic will not be able to help you. So go find someone else, and we'll be happy to get you home. Have a good trip.
Where to, Zan?
Lead the way.
Zen wants to use his previous life experience to establish a popular inn/tavern that possibly would have knowledge of a bard of lore that we could talk with.
Roll a survival check.
Cool.
As you guys
Oh.
open the doors that lead to the rest of the city, this small, somewhat cramped space seems like these tunnels would get sickening after a while. And as you open the doors, you find yourself out onto a platform, and there is this large underground network of a city. You can see in the middle, there is this large flowing lava river that seems to snake and cut its way, almost dividing the city into quadrants.
Does it echo?
In the wait a second. In the center, it has a large lava waterfall. Lava waterfall. It's not water, but it's definitely lava, and it's falling down slowly, which seems to illuminate what you can see as this large city structure. There are multiple tiers. You guys seem to be in what seems like the middle, so you can see up for thousands of feet. There are structures into the side of the cavern, and you can look down until it hits the rock bottom, where there seem to be structures and stuff. But there are many different bridges that connect across this chasm and connect around, and things that have been built up. It seems that this has been here for a very long time. And you don't really see any really access points out at this point. It seems like this is the main city of Korruff. As Zanfel, can you kind of echo? Things seem dense enough here and large enough that you don't really get a sustainable echo because it's so big.
But does it sound like how when you're singing in the shower that you sound really good because of the acoustics? Does it have good acoustics?
You kind of get a huh. And that's about it. Nothing too bad, too great.
Then I would like to scream at the top of my lungs, "Hey, what's going on?"
And as you do, two small dwarvish guards in all plate armor start to come by. Why is he screaming like that?
Oh, they don't go, hi, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said hi.
What's going on?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, nothing. Sorry, I was just having a fit of passion because of the lovely architecture and this rock. I love what you're doing with the place. The molten lava. Oh, it's so nice.
It is very nice, and we get that a lot. But try to keep yourself under wraps, especially looking how you do. Don't break any laws.
Wait.
What?
Excuse me?
Because I'm not dwarvish.
Exactly, because you're
Look,
not dwarvish.
okay, my mom's second cousin's third husband has a dog that is best friends with a dwarf.
That's not close enough for me.
Chad's my partner and things, okay? And he's a dwarf. Just don't talk about his size. He's a little peculiar on that.
I wouldn't quite call that a true dwarf, but it is what it is.
Have you ever seen a dwarven rage that's like 8 feet tall? Think about how much rage you have in your pint-sized little body. Now times that by 20, and that's Chad. He would best you in any kind of competition, anywhere, anytime.
Do you want to see my rage? You, not him. You.
What, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I'm not good enough to see your rage. I'm not a dwarf.
I'll show it to you right now. No, don't. No, I'm gonna do it. I'll
I
show it to
step
him
in
right
between
now.
the two of them.
Next time, don't interrupt my song. And then I turn around and walk off.
Yeah, that's right. You walk off.
Where are we supposed to be going? I mean, it's not in the city, or is it in the city?
Zan, you have no idea any
Yeah, I
taverns that will
failed,
help
so
you in
I
this
have-
quest.
Sorry, guys, my brain's a little foggy, trying to get used to this whole new thing and stuff and things. And, dying really has an effect on you, and my mood's just not stabilized. I'm still grieving over Jenner. It's a deed and Tom. But I'm okay now. So, yeah, we just need to go and find out where this grave is.
Is it supposed to be in the city?
Well, what we knew is Vondalat was a great champion of Rivorhu, and he was fighting on the front lines in the Great War that happened, back in the day. And so, there's a small dedication to him and his grave, and it might have a clue where, he stashed the weapon. So I say we look for small little ornate things that dedicated to a champion named Vondalat. We could scream, hey, what's going on, and see if we get somebody that could be a little bit more helpful.
Chad goes off to the side and kneels down and grabs the talon he has around his neck and concentrates.
He's a druid too? Man, that guy's talented.
Yeah, level 20 druid.
Did you get that?
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
All right. So after 10 minutes, what would you like? Which animal would you like?
The bear.
Okay. So a spectral bear rises up to greet you.
Oh, great bear. I seek the sun sword and its location.
Is it 8 feet tall like Chad too?
It's a big bear.
It's a pretty big bear. Well, you will instantly, in caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about the following subjects: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fays, fiends, elementals, or undead.
I seek the sun sword. What was the name of the hero that has the sun sword, Zan?
Vondalat?
I seek the remains of Vandalat.
Those remains are high above here.
Above ground.
No, higher than where you currently stand.
If only we had a Thunderbird to take us higher than where we stand.
Is it in a mountain? On a mountain?
The remains are within the ground, higher than where you stand.
So above. Okay, so within 300 feet. Okay. Any particular direction? Can you tell me exactly where? Can you point? Right there? Okay,
Chat, just start digging up.
I know about caves and stuff, so I kind of have that as a key for where we need to go. And do I see pathways that can lead that direction?
Yeah, there's I mean, they've carved it so there's spirals that go up, there's spirals that go down.
I keep that direction as a fixed point of reference, and I make my way there.
Okay.
I just will whip out the carpet and then follow Chad with it.
Go ahead and roll a survival check. See if you can maintain with advantage because you're in a cave, you're in a mountain, you know where you're at.
I wish to bestow. Never mind.
Okay, 24. Takes you guys about 40 minutes to trek because you're going around. You don't have to go around the whole cavern, but you do have to go kind of back and forth. Some switchbacks that have been carved. Takes you guys about 40 minutes when you're starting to feel you've risen in elevation and you feel like you're getting close to above where you guys were. You do start seeing various stones that have been carved, almost like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a small alcove in the side. So as you guys are walking past, there's these headstones that have been carved, and behind them there's about a foot to a foot and a half of just empty space where people lie flowers or just various things to remember the people.
Mausoleum-esque?
Kind of, but it's not like they're buried behind that. It's either a memorial or the remains have been interred under. You're not quite sure. But as you guys start going past, you start to see some that are a little better than others. Some that have a weapon attached to them. Some that have a shield. And as you have to swing a left and enter this area that's not quite a graveyard, but a memorial place. Go ahead and everybody make an investigation check as you're looking for this one memorial.
Advantage or no for me?
No, because everyone's taking. It'll be a group check.
Oh, wow.
All right, Bearwolf. Makes sense. He knows about magic and stuff.
Yeah. Got that 8 modifier, too.
All right. It takes you guys probably a solid hour as you're checking these stones. And this place has been carved out a little bit. So there's a little bit, but as Bearwolf starts to kind of walk along the wall, you're kind of looking and being one that doesn't speak Dwarvish, you kind of are looking and you find what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Celestial.
Okay. So with this being written in Celestial, you find Vondalat the Great.
Sam, what was the name of that guy again?
Vanderlot the Great.
I don't think it's this one.
Let's keep looking.
But Bearwolf will start digging through that.
Well, there's no really digging. You find a stone that is in the wall, and there's probably about a 3-foot high dugout behind it, probably about a foot and a half deep. But there don't seem to be any weapons or anything left. This one seems very old and very dusty. So there's no like dirt to dig or anything.
Where's his remains?
You asking me? Who are you asking?
Everybody, if we're looking.
Do we see his remains?
You don't see any remains here. You see a tombstone, and behind it there seems to be a little alcove.
What does the tombstone say?
The tombstone is written in Celestial, and it seems to have Vondalat the Great, and below there is a small inscription.
Is the inscription in Dwarvish, or is it also in Celestial?
It appears to also be in Celestial.
I read that.
Okay.
Those who seek Revorhu will find me and find what I held for the longest time, the great Sunblade. But you must be of worthy heart.
I relay that. Zan, I have an idea. Pray to Revorhu as you're in front of his was it his champion? Was that what he was referred to as?
Yeah.
While you're in front of the champion's monument, to I guess prove your heart's worth or your devotion towards Revorhu, and maybe something will happen.
I'll use
What?
huh.
I didn't hear you, X.
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'll use divine intervention, seeking Revorhu's aid and retrieving the Sunblade so that his will shall be done.
Okay. What kind of assistance do you seek?
The item?
What specifically are you looking for him to do?
Give me a second so I can compose this correctly so you can't use it against me.
I look around while he's doing that.
Okay. Make a perception check. Okay. You kind of check things over. Don't seem to find anything out of place or anything that seems like it would help you figure out where these remains may be.
No big button that says push this button to get the sword.
No.
I was really hoping for that. I check my gear. Make sure my gear's all good. Rope's untangled, ready to go.
Okay. Lockley starts to kind of take a look at things too. I can't quite help. I don't see where this sword would be.
I kind of forgot he was with us. Actually, I want to use my eye and kind of look around and see if I see anything through the walls.
Okay. So Zan, you're supposed to roll a percentile die. Does anyone know how to do that on roll 20? If not,
Yeah, just roll a D100.
that's what I was going to have him do. So roll a D100. And that is not 11 or lower, so you get no response back.
I kind of feel around the alcove.
Are you like going to try to get behind the tombstone?
Yes.
Are you okay? As you start to get behind there, and there's not a lot of room for you, but you start to see what you can do. You notice on the back now that which you did not find previously, there is a glowing orange rune on the back of this tombstone. And as you get back there and kind of see it, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gosh.
It's no problem. I'm super good at dexterity saving throws.
You just broke your sun sword.
So as you see it and you step out of the way, getting out of that alcove, this giant ball of fire just flames the whole alcove. And you all get the heat from it, but no damage, as it lasts for about 3 seconds and then stops.
Are you trying to say my heart's not pure?
Well, I pop my head back there. Is that rune still glowing?
The rune is no longer glowing, and you do see now within the alcove there seems to be some of the rock has fallen away, and there is a small lever.
I pull the lever, Crunk.
Sure
Okay.
you want to do that? The fire
Pull the
just
lever.
blew out of here. You good for that?
I pull the lever.
All right.
Better be not like it. Better not be like the Goonies where my hand gets stuck or something.
Yeah, that's right. Give him an idea before he's told you what happens.
He was already reading something.
As you pull the lever, more rock falls. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I cast guidance on Beowulf, giving him a 1d4.
What is that, an action or is it a reaction?
Oh. Yeah, it probably would be an action.
If it's an
well,
action,
okay, well-
it's too late, and you watch as this giant blade just cuts through the rock, seemingly from nowhere. You take 11 points of slashing damage, just across, and just kind of gets your arm a little bit.
The lever made a blade come down and hurt him?
Yeah, it seemingly came out of the rock, and now there's a giant gap in the rock.
So like are we like in a tunnel passageway kind of thing? So like how would this blade have come out of the wall, like directly horizontal across, or like just kind of switched out?
It directly came at and sliced. So the top of the tombstone is now missing, and you took a good slash, but now there's a giant gash in the rock.
I look in the gash at the rock.
Make a perception check. So the rock appears to be a lot softer, and as you kind of touch it, it was very, very densely packed clay. And as you start to pull away at it now, you can see this blade mechanism that is holding up, and behind it there seems to be a small tunnel.
So do we have to get on like all fours and kind of like shimmy through, or is it like a walkway?
It's pretty small.
Who's our smallest character?
Is it too small for me?
Luckily.
On your hands and knees, you possibly could
Can I
do it.
disable the blade mechanism?
You want to disable the blade?
Yes.
Okay. So you start pulling away at you can pull away about 10 minutes at the clay and get to it doesn't seem to have reset. It seems to have reset itself, but without pulling the trigger, it hasn't gone. So would you like to disable it?
Without being able to actually see it, I mean, I would look for I would like to somehow stop the trigger from triggering it. So pulling the lever must have some means of contacting the blade. So I would want to make that stationary. So even if you pull on the lever, nothing would happen.
Okay, make an investigation check. Easily found, and you can disable it and wrap it so that you can ask someone to pull it, and upon pulling it, nothing happens.
What did the tombstone say again?
The tombstone read
The scripture part at the bottom.
right. It read that he was the champion of Revorhu, and those that would go after him and be worthy enough could hold the weapon that he possessed.
Stan, why don't you step behind into the alcove?
Or is it the tunnel now? I mean,
there is a tunnel behind this mechanism.
I'll touch my mace and cast light on it and step behind.
Okay. So you kind of have to go under the arm here, and there's a small tunnel that's big enough for probably one man, or one man at a time, man or woman.
I'll continue.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you're slowly trudging through with your mace. You can see up ahead of you, but it just continues as a long tunnel. You get about halfway until what you think you see is an opening, and you notice that there is a tile that is raised just more than the rock that you are currently on.
I would like to see if it's a trap of any kind.
That's not the Guardian way. We just set them off.
Make an investigation check. Oh, it's definitely a trap. You can see some holes in the top of this that seem to let off some sort of gas if you press on this.
Okay, 1 second. Can I use any surrounding rock, rubble, dirt, earthen abilities to potentially wedge underneath the pressure plate so that it doesn't get depressed?
You're currently on rock, so you don't have any way to get under the pressure plate.
Okay. And there's no way around it?
Well, you could go, like, you're kind of doing the army crawl, so you're going to have to, like, spread and make sure that you don't press it, but you can get over it since you saw it.
Okay, I would like to widen out my arms and legs so that I can fill up the tunnel and shimmy myself up above it and shimmy across it without depressing it.
Okay.
I just picture like the old cartoons where like they're literally on their fingers and toes crawling like this, holding their whole body up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like,
That's exactly what I'm picturing right now.
Okay. You successfully bypass the plate, and you continue until you're in a semicircular chamber. It's about...
Can I call back that if anybody follows me, watch out for the plate?
Yeah, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm sitting down. I got my hand. I pulled the wrong lever. I'm cool. I'm not going back there.
I'll follow to keep him safe, if I can.
Based
Okay.
on what the scripture had read, or what they had read that Beowulf had read to us, I'm going to stay back with Beowulf, because this does not seem like this is where Zynes needs to go.
Same for Anna.
Okay. So, Chad, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, since you know there's a trap up here. And you also see it, and you widen and make sure you don't depress it. So Zan, as you come into this chamber, it's about only 20 foot in diameter. It's circular, only about 15 foot high. And as you stand up, there seem to be lots of bones and various spikes that are already shooting through the floor. You can see there have probably been only 2 skeletons here that have tried to go after this blade, and that tells you, 1, that there are others who have sought this, and 2, someone is making sure that this stays hidden, as they probably have reset the traps.
I call out that I'm no petty thief. I'm not looking for riches or fame. I'm just here to do your will. and I very cautiously, very nimble like a tiger, try to make my way to what would appear to be like a centralized location where all these spikes could be protecting.
Okay. Make a perception check. Okay. With an 18, you see spikes shooting through a skeleton on the right. You do see what seems to be a chalice, a bag of gold, and you can see at the very back of the chamber, there's a wooden box and a couple of hilts to swords that have no blades. But you still stand probably 12 feet from that, and there are almost a wall of spikes in your way. You're either going to have to go to the right or go to the left. And Chad, as he's figuring that out, you kind of crawl out and you're able to get up as well, and you see all of this.
I take the pouch of gold from the skeleton, and with it and my Revorho signet, I cast divination and sacrifice the guy's loot purse of gold to ask, how do I retrieve what is hidden without becoming like a normal thief?
To go straight is into the maw of death. To go right or left is a gamble, but over is truly possible.
Chad, throw me.
I tie a rope to him and tie a rope to me, 50-foot rope. So, and then I fling him.
Okay.
I use my dexterity to kind of get real bouncy so that we get good projection.
Can I rage throw him?
Sure. Yep, so go ahead and make your athletics check with advantage.
We totally got this.
Okay, 17. As you throw him to get him over the spikes, Zan, as you start to coast over, your foot drops just a little and impales on one of them, and your momentum is stopped as you go forward, and you're able to hold on. Your other foot drops just enough to touch the bottom, which out from under you and starts to crumble away. So you are now holding onto this spike, seemingly held up, and you're able to unlatch your foot. You take 7 points of piercing damage as you're about halfway now between the where you seek and Chad.
Well, at least those weren't my Pegasus boots. Hashtag not a sponsor.
How far? What's the distance on these spikes?
The spikes are up pretty high. It's a 15-foot, and you had to get him over about 10 foot of them. And he just clipped them, and they basically have the room kind of in half. But you could go around the left or around the right to them.
How much distance further forward do I need to cover?
You probably, if you're gonna jump from these spikes, it's probably gonna be a 7-foot jump to safely make it to the box with the hilts.
Brace yourself, Chad.
Can you secure the rope? Because I can tetherball around this thing.
Is this? Can I ascertain whether or not the spike is anchored well enough to handle the rope?
Dwarven tetherball?
Yeah.
It seems to be holding you all right. You're not sure if more weight is going to bend it or not.
Okay, well then, what we could do is I remove the rope from my waist and anchor it to the spike. And I cast guidance on myself. Okay. And I tell Chad at the same time to start tethering as I leap forward to make sure that my weight is not on the spike. And I'm trying to leap to 7 feet with no run up or anything, just from there. We're going to say we're taking a flying leap, a miracle, perhaps.
Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'm going to tetherball to the left and try not to touch the ground and just grab the rope and try to swing around to land on the other side.
Okay. Are you trying to catch him? Because
yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check. As Zan jumps off, tries to parkour off of the spike towards where he is going, while you take a running leap and you jump, and some of the brick below you starts to cave. Go ahead and make your athletics check.
I'm still raging, so that would be an advantage, right?
At advantage, yep. Okay, so with a 19, you swing around the rope, getting held by the spikes on the left, wraps you around. You put out your hands and you're able to catch Zan Falcon in 3-point land on the what seems to be only about 5 to 7 foot of brick. The rest has crumbled beneath you, but you successfully catch him almost in the nick of time as he was getting ready to fall a very long way.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, and thanks for the good catch.
You got it. It's all for Revorhu.
Indeed.
So below your feet, there is a small wooden chest, and around it there are 4 hilts with no blades.
I would like to grab the closest hilt towards me, like to me, pick it up to look at it. Does anything happen?
Roll the d4. As you hold it up, there it is what seems to be a longsword hilt, and it is just beautiful. It's got all this inscription that seems ornamental and doesn't necessarily say anything, but it just has what looks like bright beams engraved on it. And as you kind of turn it around, it looks like a very nice hilt. And as you kind of flick it, this long blade of pure radiance, just almost like a lightsaber.
We got a lightsaber, guys.
And as you kind of work with it, it seems to be very well balanced. You seem to have found the Sunblade.
What are the other hilts like?
They seem similar, but you're not quite sure what they would do. Okay. So, Chad and Zan Falcon, as you stand on this small ledge with 3 other hilts in a small box, seemingly retrieving the item you came for, what would you like to do?
So I'm holding him, and I'm attached to a rope. Zan,
Yeah.
you got it?
Well, he might not be back yet. What are the rest of you doing?
Zan, you got it? Zan! I shake Zan. Okay, go ahead. What are the rest of you doing?
What are the rest of you doing?
They're still inside the tunnel, right?
Yeah, it's only taken them about 5-10 minutes at this point.
I would still be just waiting around.
Yeah, Zanies would probably have conjured another little fireball in her hand and just tossing it back and forth, entranced by it.
So, Inna, how has that orb been? How is it doing?
It's doing fine in my bag.
That's good. Is there anyone in there?
Not currently.
All right. I'm just curious.
What was it like being in the orb?
Well, I believe I described before. It's not good. There's what seems like walls, and you can see out one side, but it's very small, and you can just kind of see things happening. But you're kind of in a state of suspension, but also you can move. It's almost like time does and doesn't pass, but you can see what's happening almost sped up. It's very weird. You should try it sometime. Maybe if you're into that. It's odd. I did not like being in there.
Yeah, I can't imagine liking being in anything that constricts your ability to move freely.
No, it was not fun. What happened to the last one you had in there?
We questioned him and then gave him over to the authorities.
And who was that?
Was it one of the dark mages?
Yeah. It was the guy in the tunnel. This is really mean, Boom.
It was months ago. You've had
Yeah,
other
by
things
now
on
we
your
can
mind.
actually say that.
All right, I was just asking.
Some bad guy.
He was an evil blight on this world.
It was one of the shadow hands.
Okay. So, back to Zan and Chad on this ledge.
Oh, you're back. Oh, he's kind of zoned out there for a minute. You got what you need?
I don't know, Boom, do I?
You seem to have retrieved the Sunblade. There's 3 other hilts without blades and a box at your feet.
That's what we came for. Then we shouldn't be greedy because of inscriptions and things.
What happens if I pick up the 3 hilts and put them inside the box?
Is that what you would like to do?
Yes.
Okay, roll a d4. What do you do with with your actual Sunblade? Do you put it away, or do you keep
I give it to
holding
Chad to hold on to.
You still have your mace as a light. Okay, so you put the Sunblade away. You go to pick up the next sword, and immediately as you pick it up, it sears your hand, and you take 25 points of fire damage as it immediately just hurts, and you drop it, and it falls back to its place.
Do you want to keep going or do you want to get out of here?
Well, I've got to make sure and check the other ones too. So, of course, I'm going to check those.
All right, so you're checking the other 2?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, 3's already been picked up, but the next one that you pick up deals 19 points of necrotic damage as you immediately touch it, and you just get this splitting headache, and your vision goes blurry for a second. You drop it.
Sounds awesome. And the last one?
The last one, roll a wisdom saving throw. You just barely meet the DC. As you pick up the blade, you feel this catatonic state start to take over and your muscles lock up, but you drop it immediately and you shake it off, seemingly not having the effect that the blade would hope upon you.
Yeah, Chad, I think we're good. Let's go.
I swing his back.
Make an athletic check.
Advantage?
Yep. Okay. You start to swing, hoping to get enough momentum back. You're able to drop Zan off, and you end up swinging back to the place. Zan, you are now where you need to be to crawl back through the tunnel. But you did not have enough momentum to get you both on the solid footing.
So I'm on solid footing.
You are on solid footing.
My friend, how would you like me to help you get back across?
Well, now I have both hands and stuff, so I can try to swing again, right? And maybe like kick off the wall and run over there and get back to where he was.
Sure.
And if I have to, I'll reach my hand out for Zan's hand and he can help me back up on the ledge.
All right, make one more athletic check.
Booyakasha.
You parkour across the wall using your momentum, and no need for Zan's hand as you find yourself back.
Superhero
but
pose
your
when I'm
rope,
done?
of course,
Cool.
but your rope is still attached to the spike.
I remove the rope from myself.
I tell him to chuck it towards the abyss so that some thieving person wouldn't.
I don't think they could get to it. It's hanging from a spike that's 7 feet away from the other side, so it's just there.
Yeah, it's kind of this row of spikes. The left side now has no way to walk to it, and the right side does, but you're pretty sure that it would crumble as well.
When they come back in to reset everything, they'll take care of that. They got
it'd be
people for
fine.
this.
They'll put down another little imaginary fake hill. You know, it'd be.
Yeah, what are they
fine.
going to do? Take the hilts that kill them? Let them go for it.
I say a prayer for the idiots, the thieving idiots that have died in this trap, and thank Revorhu that though I still may be an idiot myself, I did not perish.
Okay. Do you head back?
Yeah, this time though, when we come out of the tunnel, I would like to cast mending on whatever Chad did to disable the blade trap that from the clay, so that it's repaired, so no one will know.
Before or after I get through?
Oh, after, buddy, after.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell Cooge it's safe to get. I mean, Beowulf, it's safe to go in. No, I'm just joking.
Why would I go back in?
There's lots of shiny stuff.
Yeah, he didn't take it all.
I'm all right.
I didn't take any of it.
All right.
I want to know what was in the chest, though. Gah. You may never know. It might have been another wish spell.
No, probably a mimic.
And we don't have the crowbar. Aww.
I am a crowbar.
You make your way back to your friends successfully.
Caw-caw.
However, you have left this grave site with half of a tombstone, and there's enough clay gone that they can see that someone may have disturbed the place.
What can I do about rebuilding that with my mason tools?
You can try to shimmy it up with some clay.
I do that.
All right, make a masonry tool check. First time I think ever.
Can I click
No,
on that?
didn't we do one whenever we hid those corpse? Did the alley redecoration?
Oh, he did. You're right. 24.
I don't think
Takes
I
you about
ever
half.
used the masonry tools themselves. It was probably like a dex check back then.
I don't remember. But you successfully patch up this wall. You put the tombstone, put a little clay. It looks good as new. No one was ever here.
I'll
Yeah.
say another prayer, and this time to the champion himself in Rivorhu and say, "Rest well, my friend. We're off to do your work."
Let's go. Do you want this, Sam?
Yes, thank you.
Here you go.
I secure the hilt firmly and properly to my body, taking much care in which to secure this thing to me.
Okay, duly noted.
Look, I just didn't want you to pull any shenanigans. Trying to cover myself.
I mean, you suffered for it, so you successfully got it.
Yeah, but dogs, ponies, uncles.
Do you need to
Best
heal, by
friends.
the way? Do you need to heal up a little bit?
I mean, I could. I'm debating whether or not I'm actually going to heal right this moment. I mean, I'm only like 50-something hit points down. I'll be fine.
All right.
Maybe
But if we find that beholder today,
we've got Lockley. He's a great healer, remember?
Yes,
Maybe I want to stay injured to test your ability, sir.
but if we do find that beholder today, I don't want to waste healing on you right now, especially if you can heal yourself.
And if we're going to test healing, we might want to do that at home.
Can I show everybody what we retrieved, though?
Sure.
I grab the hilt and I hold it in my hand, and I say the command words of Klaatu Barata Niktu.
Zombies start pouring out.
No! I said them correctly. I didn't say them wrong.
So you guys watch this giant long sword start to appear, this radiant light beam from the hilt of this sword.
Forgot where that saying is from.
First from
Originally
Evil. Originally it's the the space one,
The day the world
the Earth stood still.
Yeah.
and then it was reused in Evil Dead. It was Klaatu Baratu.
Yeah, and then he goes back and he's like, the witch comes through. He's like, hell to the king, baby. I love me some Ash.
Got it.
Cool sword, dude.
Thanks, guys. Couldn't have done it without you.
Now we must get back.
We retrace our. Well, we know that we go back to the keeper, and if my bear spirit's there, I'd say thank you, great bear spirit. I appreciate your help. And if he's not there, I say it anyway, and then I go to the keeper.
Okay, the bear spirit is no longer there, but the keeper seems to have moved only 2 feet away from the teleportation circle, not batting an eye, just so other people can teleport in and out and just...
We're ready. Let's go home.
Oh, you've returned. Excellent. Shall we?
Hey, Chad, make it worth this guy's while. He did a solid one.
I pat him on the back. Good job.
But kind of caress him when you pat. Just nice, like
No,
firm.
just a nice pat on the back. Thank you, sir. Good job.
Let us go then. And
He
you are
got
all
excited.
teleported back to Parna, back to the courtyard that you came from in the Keepers of Magic.
Let us know if you ever need anything. Thanks again, and I leave.
You are welcome.
Thanks again. I won't ever take my pants off for you again. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Can you promise that to us, X?
No, sadly, no. There's some things that even resurrection can't save you from. I'm sorry. I'm on a path of clean. It's just not automatic. I gotta continue the path. I'll get there one day.
I'll help you.
Oh, you will, I know. Whether asked for it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that jar of sealant or whatever? Did we have a jar of the reverse sealant? You know, that stuff that ate through anything? Never mind. I'll be over here playing with my hilt.
So what time is it now that we've returned?
It's probably about 2 in the afternoon.
Party time in the Underdark.
That was a short journey.
It didn't take you too long. You got there instantly. You spent about a few hours.
Short and successful. We're becoming pros.
Let's do it.
I guess we're going to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Can we have a rest first, please? 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 Please?
You got 30 minutes.
As long
No,
as
no,
you keep-
no. I'll need longer than 30.
Are you needing a long rest?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
We would want him to be fresh.
Was Chill with us that whole time too?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. We should have just set him in. He's the true guardian of Parna.
He is, in fact. He's done more than some of us.
Chill,
And all
get
of
the
us
hilt.
that
He would just
shout.
run up, got in the right one, run back. All good.
I'll
Does
teach
Cass
him.
know what Boom did yesterday? Dreve?
What was that?
Does Cass know what Boom did yesterday? Boom killed Chill and celebrated.
This seems off topic because it wasn't for real.
See that
Oh,
face?
there's that look again.
Cass, we were playing worms, and he went after. Chill was my last worm standing with 2 HP. But Chill was the last worm standing.
The
So what
chat,
you're saying is that even though I've gone and renamed all my worms, I need to go rename them again to everyone Boom loves.
Got him. Wow.
Anyway, back on topic.
Why not be mad at Dree for putting Chill in the middle of battle anyway?
Because why would Chill not be at his side in the middle of battle?
Wait, wasn't Beowulf the first one to go? Didn't I kill him and like 2 other people?
Yeah, I
Back
think-
on topic.
Hey, Boom. What's up, buddy?
I just want to say,
Focus.
Chad watched that face that she gave and tried to learn from it to be more intimidating. So we're taking a night and then going in the morning?
I would like to, if that's okay.
Good.
Yeah, Zanies could use a night.
Okay, so while we're doing the night, I wanna do a clarification, Boom. So when I requested some enchanted equipment, I got, and correct me if I'm remembering it wrong, but I got an enchantment of fire on my light crossbow, or on a light crossbow, that does +1 to both attack and damage. But I also just got that poison to put on arrows. So can they be used together? Can I put the poison arrows in the crossbow?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Flaming poison rules.
All right.
Okay. So you guys take a night. Does anybody have anything they'd like to accomplish before setting off into the Underdark?
Nope.
Okay. So then you take your rest to refill your hit points and any spell slots that you may have used over the course of the day. And you wake up the next morning refreshed, breakfast up. Lockley meets you. I'm not ready for this, but we'll do what we can.
I give him a piece of bacon.
It's always the best here.
One other question. Cooge was asking about a card for his like armor or something. The other thing that I got was charm protection for my half plate.
Mhm.
Do I need like a card for that to demonstrate it at all or anything?
No, just put it in either your features and traits, or just put it somewhere so that you remember under your
Yep.
armor or something.
I did. Okay.
Okay, so you are all well rested and ready to go. What would how would you like to proceed?
Give me just a second. Zinese is choosing spells, prepping spells for the morning, so she's meditating right now to prep spells.
I don't know where the Underdark is because I didn't see it, so I follow my friends.
Okay.
Making sure I've got this in right.
You wasted
Cool,
the 29.
Well, I just wasted 2 crit rolls.
You did.
The 8 and the 29.
And that's just the
Okay.
radiant damage. You didn't roll the damage. Maybe you crit that too.
No, but it hurt them.
Who's leading the way to the Underdark through the tunnels?
Excellent question.
Zinese is.
Okay. What's the marching over or overall? If
right.
Zinese is going first.
I'm second.
Okay.
I would be behind Chad like usual.
Okay.
Beowulf always goes last to take the arrows for us.
So Inna, do you want to go next with Chill? And then Lockley will come in the middle there.
Oh, are we mapping?
Not right now.
Okay.
I'm setting up your. It's always important to have a marching order. So Zinese, as you guys make your way up to the temple, and move the statue on the track roller to uncover the stairs that were once under the temple, and roll them back. You guys make your way back down the long set of stairs until you hit this door that was previously sealed only because of the keys you then used to open it. You find that you are able to use the latch to open this door, and as you do, the wafting scent of wretch and nasty smells that accompanied this place long before when you started your adventures are still here. And it smells of foul death and a little bit of mold.
Or does it do both?
Can Zinese kind of produce flame, like down here by her chin to like burn the air around her to make it smell better?
Well, actually, even though you smell that, you don't think that there are any contaminants because all of you with your necklace of adaptation have clean, nice breathing air all around your heads. So while you get some of the faint scents, the air you're breathing is clean.
What if we don't have a necklace anymore because it wasn't resurrected with us?
Then it smells like crap down here.
Awesome. Smells like Beowulf's bedroom.
The damage is a D8.
It's got it listed as a 1d8, and then it says secondary damage 1d10.
Is that one hand versus two hands?
Probably, yeah, because it's a
Because
long
it's
sword.
a long sword and it's versatile. Yep.
Yes.
Thanks. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't rolling both all the time.
No, that would not. No. So Zines, as you are leading the party back through the tunnels that you all have mapped out and know the correct way, go ahead and roll a survival check. Okay. So you find a few places that you didn't remember were caved in, and it takes you a little longer. It takes you guys probably walk around for about an hour, finding ways, and you notice there are a couple more holes down here that you noticed when you were leaving, and the holes seem about 10 foot in diameter. And as you kind of peer into them, you still occasionally get the tremor that shakes your feet, and you get about halfway through. Go ahead and you were successfully navigating, but go ahead and make a perception check.
See, that's better when you have a +8 modifier.
So you are now at this very long tunnel, and you can see that the tunnel curves to the right about 100 feet up or so. With whatever vision you have.
I have dark vision because of another amulet.
Right. So you can see 60 feet in front of you. As you get closer, you can see the curve starts to go to the right.
I will cautiously make our way, cautiously lead the team.
Okay. As you get closer to the curve and start to look around, you can see with your dark vision there are a couple of creatures in this upcoming place. The cavern opens up to about 80 foot from left to right and is about 40 foot at the crest. You can see a couple of piles of bones. You guys have been in this before, but you didn't fight anything here. This was just a cavern where you passed through. But there's a couple of holes that you can see. They don't necessarily block you from going, but you see a couple of creatures that you hear kind of this, and they seem to be just kind of rattling through the bones.
Am I able to identify what type of creatures they could be?
Make a nature check.
24?
Yeah, you've heard of these creatures, and while you may not have seen one, this looks relatively like a creature that has a very insect-like. The head is very armored, has a thick kind of hide around it. This would be known as an ankeg. And
everybody quickly does a Google search.
You can see 4 of them in the chamber in front of you before entering.
Do they pique my eyes of the grave or no? I.e., are they undead?
No.
Okay.
Do these, from what I know of these creatures, do I know if they're territorial, if they're hostile? Are they typically...
Typically, they roam in large packs, just because they're insect-like, so they probably have a lot, and if they seem threatened, they would probably call more.
While they don't, and from what I can tell right now, they don't know that we're here yet, right? They haven't noticed my presence.
Correct.
I'd like to produce flame in my hand and try to like toss it above them, like, you know, like in a house when you flip a light switch on and everything scatters. I want to try to do that with a little fireball above them.
Okay.
You want me to make an attack roll for that?
Sure.
Or 14.
Okay. So 14, you want to put it at the top of the peak of this cavern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of throw it up there, and it kind of, and while it doesn't cast light on everything, You do see these creatures start to scatter and get scared. One goes down the larger of the two holes, while the rest just kind of, one starts to move towards you, and then two scatter. One goes left and one goes right. But they don't seem to be, they just seem to have been startled. The one is slowly kind of coming towards your direction, almost seemingly to take your tunnel.
How far away are they?
The one closest to Ziny is about 20 feet.
Am I within 10 feet of Zinies if I'm behind Chad?
You are. It's probably 10 feet now from you.
Hold on.
Want me to smack it?
I wanted to use my channel divinity to give it path to the grave.
You're going to have to hit your thing. I don't know what any of that means. Okay.
So yes, I would love Chad to smack it now.
As it's coming at Zinies, Zinies will cast Primal Savagery.
Okay.
All that's going to do is, Zinies is going to cast Primal Savagery. It's going to grow her claws out, like really, it's just going to grow claws now. And then just be prepared for it to get in range. When it's in range, she will attack it.
Like when you did the necrotic damage to the dragon?
Mm-hmm. Except they're going to grow out really long this time. Longer.
Can we get a cute little pedicure on them? Manicure?
They're dripping with acid.
Okay, we can just wipe that off, right?
So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to grow my claws out right now, and then if it gets within range, I'm going to slash at it.
And wipe the acid off on the thing.
What are the components for that spell?
Oh, it's just somatic.
Okay. So this creature is coming within 5 feet and doesn't seem to notice you guys are there currently. What would you guys like to do? As it doesn't seem threatened, but it's going to bump into you and then cause a problem.
Should we just go around it and continue on?
It's like coming straight at you. You're going to have to duck to the sides real quick if you want it to pass.
You could say, hey, what's going on?
I will activate my phase ability, or like
Okay.
where I can go. What is it? The ethereal plane.
Okay. You're going to jaunt to the ethereal plane as a bonus action.
Yep. And I'm just going to get to the side, so I'm not going to be in its way.
Okay.
That guy always runs.
Do you want me to kill it, or do you want me to try to get out of its way? What do you want me to do?
You're in front of me, so it's your own choice.
I guess
It walks straight into Zinies and bumps and starts to get scared and backs up.
I smack it.
Say hi.
Okay, make your attack rolls as you move closer to it. $15 hits.
I think that's 23 because I forgot to rage.
Okay,
Oh,
it's still standing.
20 from the Primal Savagery, the claws.
20 hits.
Can I rage between hits? Or do I need to?
Okay, you're not close enough for your Sunblade. No, no, because you're taking your action. You got to do either before or after.
Another 23.
Okay, so 23, 13. Okay,
59, I believe.
18 hits. Okay, so with your quick blows with the axe and the claws and the axe, you guys slice this thing in half. and it no longer poses a threat. Doing so somewhat quietly, but the others now seem to have taken notice of you.
When I'm in the ethereal plane, can something physically touch me, or no?
If it's in the ethereal plane,
Okay, so, but I can still see the material plane, so it's like,
yeah, but you
Okay.
can't attack things from the ethereal plane.
all right, that's fine. I'm just making sure that like I can't be like someone can't like bump into me or something.
No, they would seemingly phase through you.
Gotcha.
Unless there's something out there to get you.
So the other two Ankegs that went to both sides of the cavern now seem to have noticed and are coming to investigate. Seemingly.
Can we, knowing that this is a bad position for us to be in because we're all just pretty much like in a single file line almost, can I like step into the cavern and make room for everybody to get past me?
Sure. I mean, this tunnel is about 15 feet wide, so there's
Oh,
plenty
okay.
of room. There's plenty of room around. Let's go ahead and go here.
You get a map?
You do.
Heck yeah.
I see nothing.
Because you are not you're not on the map but we can put you there and you'll just be in the ethereal plane.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen one of these map things since the tower fell.
I'm guessing that's our cue to roll initiative.
Yes.
That's what you get for coming in from the ethereal plane.
I cannot be harmed.
You also cannot heal.
So I'm fine.
I meant us, seeing as you are a celestial warlock.
That's an off healer, not a mandatory healer. You have Lockley for that, remember?
Why did Chad's come up weird?
I have advantage on initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, so he rolls 2d20s, keeps the highest one, and then plus his initiative modifier.
I just never noticed it. It's pretty cool.
All right. So these two Ankegs seem to be making their way towards each of you, or towards your party.
I guess we're killing things. Okay. I'll go to the one on the left.
Okay.
I have the movement. And I do that while raging, and then I hit it.
All right. Nice.
It's I gotta look it up every time because it doesn't happen so seldomly.
You should roll another 20, or roll a d20.
Okay, but there's extra damage too. But I'll roll a
Right.
20 first.
Oh, that was so
Oh.
close.
Well, no, I don't have the thing where a 19 is a crit.
That would only apply on your actual hit, not for your bonus 20.
It's an extra 46.
What's the initial damage?
44 is 27 is the first damage,
Okay.
and then
Plus
an additional 17.
44.
So that's my first hit.
So in one pass, you just it through, and it kind of sizzles as the acid on the inside of this thing starts to
still standing?
No, it's dead.
I moved to there.
Okay.
And I think that's my turn. Yeah, I don't know. Can I chuck a javelin as a second attack?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I would think so. The attack, you get two attacks. 17 hits.
At least I got its attention.
Okay. Zan Falcon?
I don't think my character's light radius is what it is whenever he has the sword.
What is it with the sword?
15 and then another 15 dim. Thanks, buddy.
You gained 5 feet.
Hey, 5 feet makes a difference. Off the cues of battle, I'm going to come forward. Hold on, I gotta resize my windows. I can't see it, can I?
If you don't see it, then no, you can't see it.
Grr, this site. I'm gonna have to get something for it. I'll hold a sacred flame for whenever, if and whenever the enemy comes into my vision.
Okay. You guys start to feel a little bit of trembling below you as your pitter patter over this cavern seems to be getting the attention of something. So one starts to make its way out of the hole towards you, Chan.
I can see it.
Yeah, it comes close. So you can make your Sacred Flame attack. Okay.
Oh, this is exciting.
We don't hear you.
No, I'm talking to myself. It's exciting for you guys, though.
He's like the announcer guy up in the box up at the top that nobody else can hear because we're down on the field, but we can't hear, but all the audience can hear him spectating.
Uh-oh.
And so that's what happens there. Okay, Zines.
Okay, give me a second here.
You see coming behind you, these two Ankegs are dashing forward, as well
Yeah,
as
going after Lockley.
one for Zan and one for Chad.
Alright, well, crap. I'd like to, for the moment, let me see here. Oh, well, that doesn't work. Never mind. All right, I'm going to go ahead and how tall is this? Did we say this cavern was?
40 foot.
Yeah, pulling out the rug, jumping on it, flying up as till I'm just hovering just above the top, and
Okay.
then firing down.
So are you where you are now? Because it coasts at the top, at the peak, it's 40. It's probably 40 here. It's probably about 20 where you are, and it.
These things are pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna punch my my knuckles together. I'm gonna turn into an earth elemental.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put myself between Lockley and these things.
Okay.
And I believe I get 2 attacks as an earth elemental. Don't have the elemental page marked. Hold on.
That's a fine, right? Boom. She fails to provide her duties in the line of service.
No. But you do get 2 slam attacks as your multi-attack.
Yeah, so I'll slam each of them.
Okay.
So it's
Plus 8 to hit.
All right, so this is for the one on the left,
Okay. Hits.
and this will be for the one on the right.
Does not hit.
Yeah, okay. So the one on the left, then it is 2d8 plus 5. So 10 damage.
Okay. You clock it right in the mouth, and it kind of takes it and. Bearwolf, you see all of this happening almost like smoky wisp-like as you're no longer in that plane, but you see it all happening almost in slow motion.
It's like in 3D. Just reach out and touch it.
Is that all for you?
Yeah, that's bonus action, and movement. So yeah.
Okay. Lockley is going to cast Sanctuary on himself. And then he is going to move and just try to play the field.
So he's not going to attack?
He is staying in the middle of all of you.
He's the healer.
Okay. All right. So Chill's going to run up. Bugs are always interesting, but this is a big bug. So he's going to try to bite off a leg.
Okay. Yeah, there's room there. Bearwolf's not really there. 25 hits.
Seven damage.
And is knocked prone. Is this the left or the right?
It was the left.
Okay.
All right, so I am not going to waste poison on these guys. I'm just going to shoot my fire crossbow. Again, I'll attack the one on the left.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to do Hunter's Mark.
Okay. $27 hits.
So 24 damage.
With that, you sink it right into one of the vulnerable spots, and it kind of and falls over. Well, it was prone. So disadvantage on the shot. So do the shot again. Roll another shot because he was prone. I forgot.
But I used good.
I know. I
and I got
know.
a 27.
I know. Just roll straight. No, just roll straight
Just get a
again.
crit. Just get a crit. I didn't specify. I meant crit success.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you should have specified that.
Fortunately, it goes over the creature.
Luckily, I'm not there. Did it go through my ethereal body?
I hope so.
It probably would have. Just
Do we see his, a flimsy version of his body there?
nope. You can't see him at all.
I just disappeared for you guys. Like, I'm nowhere to be found.
Opting out again.
Again, I never run.
You shot that like Bob.
That's true.
Is that all for your turn?
No, because Chill gets to do a bite in response, in reaction to my
Okay.
attack.
All right. Roll again because
Yeah.
he has
He has
advantage
advantage.
if it's the left one because he's prone.
Or the right one if he wanted to, because I'm within
True.
5 feet.
But that hits. We'll take the 11 damage. He's not dead, but he's making the dent.
All right, that's it.
Okay, Bearwolf.
It's nice where I'm at.
It is pretty nice.
I'm going to phase through this guy, kind of
Okay.
step back a little bit. And then I can use a bonus action to come out of the ethereal plane.
Yes.
And then I will shoot 3 Eldritch Blasts to the guy to the left. Well,
Okay.
if he dies, then I'll switch targets, but we'll
Sure.
see.
Okay, so you use a charge in your armor to phase back behind them. Disadvantage on the guy on the left because he is prone, so a ranged attacks at disadvantage.
Oh, crap. Hang on. I'll roll one more for disadvantage.
Okay, 18 still hits him. He's still hanging on.
Throw another one.
That hits. That's enough to get him as you just like put your fist forward and it just ruptures his insides.
All right, now we'll switch targets.
Acid sprays against the wall, but Chill is safe. All right, normal on this guy.
Crap.
19 still hits. Okay. You hit him successfully.
And how many charges are on my armor again?
You have 8 charges. You get 1d6 plus 1 every day.
Okay.
So it re-ups. So you use 2 charges, so you have 6.
Gotcha.
Okay, top of the round, Chad.
Going to move and hit.
Hits.
27.
Still standing.
27.
Hits. He is dead.
I'm going to move the rest of my movement to there.
Okay.
I make bugs dead.
Zen Falcon.
Can I poke it with a stake?
You can try.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to try this for funsies.
Okay. Hits. Still standing, but you cut a couple of legs off.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Where do you want your spiritual weapon? And what form would you like it to take?
The form of kindness.
Okay.
Not diplomacy?
No, kindness.
Okay.
Diplomacy's for later. So it's going to be right off to the side of me, and it's going to need to make a melee attack.
Oh no, you can't cast it and make a melee on future turn. Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah, when
you create a
cast- when
spectral
you
weapon
cast-
within range that casts.
Hold on. Just hit the button. If you hit the button, I can read it as you're telling me what you're doing. No, the
from
other
your
button.
from your spell sheet.
Wasn't my spell sheet? It doesn't work right because I had it open.
Here, I'm looking.
Yeah, it gets 1 attack when it's cast, and then it's a bonus action every turn after that.
Okay.
Why do you even doubt Dreve?
Well, you know.
No, I really don't know.
Oh, you know.
I don't.
All right, roll your attack.
Isn't that it?
13 misses.
Then I just laugh as a free action. Huh.
Okay.
It's all right. I got all day.
More Ankegs appear from the hole. The one closest to Chad currently is going to spray acid. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm deciding if I want to. How would it hit Zan if I get out of the way?
No, it's just sprayed at you.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Do I get dex saves? That's not advantage, right?
Correct. No.
I don't make it.
You take 10 points of acid damage.
Reduced in half.
Mm-hmm.
I've denoted that on my sheet.
And then 2 creep up behind you, Bearwolf. One is going to attempt to spray you, and one is going to attempt to bite you. So make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm a pro at this.
Okay. You take 14 points of acid damage.
No big deal.
And then the bite is a 24 to hit.
Misses.
You take 6 slashing damage, and you are grappled.
Laying down on the job, running. Gosh.
I'll be fine.
At the end of their turn, Chad and Zan Falcon, you feel this rumbling coming from below your feet, and as the Ankegs start to slowly close in on you, from the ground bursts this huge, giant monstrosity of a creature.
Finally.
A purple worm emerges and burrows up, and hearing the noise seems to swivel its head in your direction.
I thought Mama was coming home, but I guess not.
Guys, we got a bug problem.
Okay, Zinies.
I would like to punch this creature in front of me.
Okay.
$17,
Hits.
so 18 damage.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's not looking good, but he's not dead.
All right, so I'm gonna hit him again. 11.
Misses.
It's because
Right.
you didn't yell it's clobbering time before you attacked.
How... You said this thing's looking pretty injured.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna, not that he would understand me, but I'm gonna like look down at Chill, give Chill a thumbs up, and then I'm going to sink myself into the ground and earth glide over. Let's see,
Okay.
I can move 30 feet. Yeah, start making my way towards Purple Worm.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Zinies looks funny.
So what?
Zinies looks funny.
Why?
Your icon.
It's the earth elemental from the book.
Never mind.
Lockley's going to run over,
Your body's rocking, okay?
touch your rock elemental form, and cast Freedom of Movement on you.
I haven't resubmerged from the ground yet.
Oh, then you're not there.
Because it took all 30 of my movement to get there. That's the spot I'm at, but I'm still in the ground.
Then you don't get it. But
That's
Zan
fine.
does.
Huzzah!
That's it.
What did he touch me and do? What did he touch me?
Freedom of Movement.
Oh, cool. I can move freely and not be impeded.
Chill's turn. Hits.
Is that one prone or is the prone one dead?
Everyone's dead.
Prone one's dead. This one's hanging on by a thread.
Is it prone?
He's got to make the thing. It is now prone, yes.
Okay. Does that mean it's still disadvantage for me?
Yes.
All right. So Chill is done, and now me.
13 hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. And as a bonus action, I would have moved my hunter's mark.
Okay. I'm sure you're going to hit it for more than 1 HP, so it is
True.
dead.
Okay. I'm going to move forward a bit so that I can start fighting with Bear. Can I stand kind of between the two right here?
I mean, it's difficult to get over them, but you can get, yeah. You can get about right there on the bodies.
All right. Done.
Okay, Beowulf.
I would like to shift to the ethereal plane,
Okay.
and so that would remove me from his grapple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then run 30 feet behind Enna, and then I'll take it off.
Well, it's a bonus action.
So you can only enter once and then leave.
Right, because you can't do you can't do 2 bonus actions in 1 turn.
Gotcha. All right. I'll just escape the grasp and
Okay.
Run away.
All right.
Chad thanks Beowulf for going that direction and not the other direction because he's running out of map for the stream.
I figured I would, because after these 2 guys are dealt with, I'd come help.
I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity, move here, and attack the worm. Do you want to go first?
Go for the biggest target.
If it chooses to take an attack.
Sure.
18 to hit.
That meets.
Okay. Six points of slashing damage.
I'll take some.
And because of says if the target is large or smaller creature is grappled, until this grapple ends, the NK can bite only the grappled creature.
No save?
You can you can use your turn to break the grapple.
Or I
But
can attack from here, right?
Yeah, you can still attack, you just can't move.
Okay, I already hit him once. I'm going to try and... I'll just try to fight my way out of it then, instead of removing the grapple.
That hits.
27.
So you slice it away from you. It is dead.
Now I'll use my movement to go over to the purple worm and hit again.
Okay. $23 hits.
27. Turn.
Okay. Zan Falcon.
Oh. Hi, Chad. Let me help you.
Cool. Freedom of movement.
I want to cast Flame Strike on the purple worm.
Okay.
Did you get like all my spells or something? Like Sacred Flame, Flame Strike? Like what the hell?
I just wanted to show people how, something this powerful should be played.
Yeah.
I didn't know what spells you had. I'm going to center it back there so it doesn't burn me and Chad.
Okay.
Chad and I. Let me find out where I put it. Sorry. New page. Trying to get used to it. Cast it at a level 6.
Okay. What's the save?
DC 16.
It rolled a 18 minus 2, so 16. So half as much.
Okay.
So 24, so 12.
And then I will cast Spectral Weapon again.
Well, you still have it up. You can just, but you can
No,
move.
I thought it's
Okay, I'm confused at what's going on, but all right.
We don't hear you if you're talking next.
oh yeah, I see now. No. Haha. I am dumb.
It's like it's up for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't
Move
see
it.
that part. So yeah, then weapon up to 20 feet. So it can hover my shoulder and hit it, right?
Anything within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. Sorry, just making sure. I'll get this down soon.
Hits.
Hold on, sorry. Seeing why it's trying to prompt me.
I think because if it's cast at a higher level, I think it does more damage.
Yeah, I didn't cast it originally as a higher level, so I was just making sure I was doing it right. No! That's not what I clicked. Gosh, takes 10.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Screwing up enough.
The ones in the tunnel can get right to you, Inna. So the one on the right is able to acid spray. The one on the left does not get it back. So I need you and Beowulf's in the thing. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. He's opted out.
It was a tactical maneuver.
Or you're just letting Chillinanna get killed.
I killed one of these beasties.
You also killed my uncle, so why not?
Okay.
Sorry, I was rolling at disadvantage.
That's okay. We'll take the 15. You make the save.
Hang on, I need to do chill as well.
No, he's not. He's not in the line. They're doing a straight line.
Okay.
And then the one on the left's going to attempt to bite you. That's a 21 to hit. Uh, 10 points of slashing damage. Yeah.
You know, I like this challenge rating of these guys. Seems like they're just right for us.
We would have had a hard time when we first came down here.
Yeah, and if we would have came down here without my sword, man, I don't know what we could have done.
Okay, so the one on the left of you guys is going to spray with acid. So go ahead and both make a dexterity saving throw.
Who else need to make the dexterity?
Chad and Zan.
Oh.
Sorry.
I wasn't specific. I'm sorry. All right, you both take 10 points of acid damage. Reduced to half if you're raging. And then one bite attack at Chad and one bite attack at Zan Falcon. So the one at Chad is a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, 10 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled. The one at Zan is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, so you are not hit and not grappled.
First time ever I can say 17 misses.
Now the
Congrats, dude.
worm.
Thanks.
The worm is out of the tunnel and is sitting on the ground. It is going to take a multi-attack at Zan Falcon.
Kill the
So
tiger. Let's go.
here's the bite. 28 to hit.
It's
Okay, so you take 22 piercing damage and 21 acid. Go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw.
If I were Beowulf, I'd just stay on the other side. I'm done.
yeah, definitely now.
Okay, you are swallowed. and
Nice.
While swallowed, you are blind and restrained.
I've been there, buddy. I've been there. Snake with many legs.
Yeah, so you're blind and restrained in the belly of the worm.
Snake with many legs, worm with many teeth.
Because you were swallowed, it's going to try to tail sting Chad.
Cool.
But that's a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
So it is Ziny's turn.
Spot opened up for you.
Still not a whole lot of room, but the good thing is I can just, move my little happy butt over here. Because I can burrow, and I can just make myself come out right here. And I'm going to punch the worm twice.
Okay.
$23,
Hits.
13. That was not damage, that was the second hit.
Second hit doesn't hit.
Okay, so the damage. 18.
Okay. So you hit it once, and it kind of,
That's my turn.
Okay. Lockley's going to have to help because this is not looking good.
He has freedom of movement. Can that be any kind of movement? Maybe like a bowel movement?
Yeah, I'm moving around freely inside the worm.
Well, you're not able to be restrained, so you are blinded, but you're not technically restrained within the worm because of your movement. But Lockley is going to try to help. But he just can't quite connect with this guy. I'm checking one thing real quick just to see. I think I know the answer. Okay, that didn't answer my question, but it's fine.
Say, what is the question?
How many attacks would a level 10 cleric get? My thoughts exactly.
Well, that's the case, then how many attacks does level 11 cleric get?
Well, you should know that answer.
Thought it was 1.
If it's 1, then that's the same. Is it 1? Okay, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, clerics don't get multi-attack.
Okay, then he's done. He missed the Ankeg, even with advantage.
Boy, he's so helpful. Wait,
He's trying.
he's semi-helpful.
All right, Chill's turn.
All right, he's gonna move forward to the guy on the left and bite.
That hits.
Yes. Which one, left or right? Sorry, I was
Left.
distracted. Okay, left's dead.
All right, and then I'm going to attack right. Oh, and again, I moved Hunter's Mark.
Okay, 22 hits. Okay, he's still standing.
And then Chill's going to take his reaction bite.
Okay. Hits. That guy is dead.
You
Okay.
can come back now, Bear.
Bear, it's your turn. I gotta run real quick.
No, I'm dogging you, but that's that's how a rogue would play too. So
Well, I mean, I'm in his clutches. I'm a spellcaster, and it's either waste a spell slot to get away from him, or just use something on my armor that recharges.
How dare you use the talents and skills available to you the way you should use them?
I'm about to come in there and flame strike where you're at, Chad, and kill
Hit me.
everything around
Hit
you.
I don't mind getting hit by friendly fire. That's what I'm made for.
Friendly
do
fire.
it. That would be fun.
I should flame.
When I hit you with the flame strike, you can act like you're charging up in Dragon Ball Z.
But that means he would have to be charging up for like 4 episodes.
It's super. You don't do that.
Okay, Beowulf's turn.
All right, I'm gonna wait. Hold on. Let me see where 30 feet's at real quick. Yeah, I'll go 25. I'm gonna use my bonus action and come out of the ethereal plane,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna flame strike right in the center, and try to hit everybody right there. The 3
Even Chad.
even Chad.
All
We
right.
had this discussion.
That's fine.
I've told everybody many times I'm okay with this kind of an action.
Question for point of reference. If I flame strike above me, it's going to hit the worm and not me, right? Or will it roast me inside the worm?
You'll have to find out.
Okay. Sounds good. What a way to die.
Okay. So
What's the
Chad,
DC?
go ahead and make
17?
a dex saving throw.
I save.
Only one of the Onkegs does,
Could I
and
retcon
the
that?
worm doesn't.
Could I
Huh?
retcon that after I killed that guy? Since there's nobody else alive here, I would have started moving my way toward the worm.
Sure.
Just me, because Chill wouldn't have been able to.
And it's gonna roast the kegs. And the worm.
Hey, I one-shotted those things. That's awesome.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my higher level cast, so I didn't do nearly as pretty damage as you did.
Yeah, you did some pretty significant damage, and even caused the worm to kind of retract.
Does he burp back up, Zan?
Nope.
Oh,
Zan's just chilling. He's got his feet up, just thinking of.
Like a water slide for Zan.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to carve out a passageway in the worm's belly.
Okay. Hits.
27
Does not hit.
does not do damage. Let's see what you got, Zan.
So you are able to slice at it, but not a clean enough to maybe get a person out or in.
I weakened it though, so I'm making a hole.
I know what blindness does,
Mm-hmm.
but if I'm inside of it and all I have to do is touch it, physically touch it, isn't that kind of a given?
What are you trying to do?
I think you're touching it if you're inside it.
Okay, but it still requires an attack roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I forgot to do it with disadvantage because I'm blind. Okay, there.
So 11.
No, 22. What are you talking about? That up above it never happened.
Well, the 11 would not hit.
But I'm inside of it, bro.
I understand you're inside of it. You can move around, but
Fine. My imaginary cat hits it.
The rationalist inside of me asks, what is the AC of the inside of a purple worm?
it's a good
I know,
question.
That's
And for this, maybe we'll just say higher than 11.
It's 12.
I rolled a 22 with disadvantage. Thank you.
The second time.
Shut up! Nobody needs to know about the first. We can edit this. Oh, never mind.
So is your spiritual weapon going to make an attack?
Yeah, yes, it is. Now, does it have disadvantage?
Probably not.
Just making sure. Didn't know how much you wanted to hinder me here.
Aim for the spot I started making a hole
If
in.
you're asking, I mean, 13 doesn't hit anyways.
It's because I'm blind. Your disability challenge. No,
Don't
that's-
go there
no,
with
no.
me.
Yeah, really? Yeah, you've hated me for 3 years now because I'm disabled. God, what a guy. Been the longest running joke forever. I think that's
Anywho,
one of the longest running jokes in your channel with you and I.
on the Ogkeg's turn, there don't seem to be any more that come up from the hole.
They're afraid of Chad.
At the start of the worm's turn, you take 21 acid damage.
Fantastic. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, so you're inside, sizzling away.
Can I toss him an antacid?
I'm blind. I probably wouldn't be able to catch it.
Stick it in the mouth.
And Chad, it's going to go for you.
Okay.
You gonna come in and join me, buddy?
I don't know if there's room.
Well, we'll do the sting attack first. That's a 16, so that doesn't hit you.
Correct.
I'm just trying to figure out how many people this thing can swallow. But we'll go ahead and do the bite attack, and then we'll figure it out.
I mean, it looks pretty big.
Natural 1 on the bite,
Oh, of
That
course.
does not hit.
so it
That
does
means-
not.
It fell so miserably that I'm ejected from its mouth.
Unfortunately, no. You are still in the belly of the worm.
But it was a 1. And I can touch it.
So upon not being able to bite or sting you, it is going to start to burrow down.
As an opportunity attack, can I use the hooks on my belt to latch onto it and hold my ground?
You could certainly try.
We
Just-
haven't discussed what an attack roll for hooks would
we
be.
have for these hooks. No, just roll a d20 and just add your strength.
So roll strength. Okay.
Okay. So you're unable to really pierce the armor of the natural armor of this thing to really hook into it.
I would like to try to punch it.
All right, punch it. That
21.
hits.
20 points damage.
Nice. So the worm starts to burrow away and uses its movement to go away. But Zynes, it's your turn.
Grab it by the tail.
I would like to burrow after it
Okay.
and smack him twice.
What's your speed?
30 feet.
Okay. Yep. You can get onto him.
17.
Misses.
They both
Also
miss.
misses.
Okay.
Lockley. Do you need help, Chad?
Yeah, push me on top of this guy.
Okay. And he pushes you into the hole.
So is it like curved immediately, or is it like a straight free fall, like straight down?
It's probably straight for a little bit, but it will eventually curve out.
Am I on top of it?
You're currently falling.
Okay.
We'll find out. Chill's turn.
Okay, so he can use dash as a bonus action. No, that's me. All right, so that doesn't apply to him. All right, he can only go 40 feet. So not close enough to take an attack, right?
No.
All right, so that's it for him.
Okay.
And I'm going to move a little bit and attack the worm.
You cannot currently see the worm. It burrowed away.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it completely. Okay. And it still has Zan in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see that I can do much. Can I move up and have you guys like peered down into where he disappeared to?
I'm still around the corner.
I'm on top. Oh, I'm falling. So shoot down there. Shoot down there. Do it!
Can Chad ride an arrow like people do in Fortnite?
No way.
Chad, yell something for a minute while I shoot, and then I'm going to target the worm based on because you're on top of it, right?
No, I'm falling. So I'll yell. Ah!
And I'll just shoot under you.
Okay.
Use echolocation.
Right.
Not like she's ever shot one of our teammates before.
Is it marked? Doesn't that help you see?
The hunter's mark.
Sorry, hang on. Let me do it this the right way.
You can't currently see it, so you cannot mark it as your quarry.
All right. But I'm going to shoot with fire. So at least Chad will be able to see it hit it.
I have dark
Or
vision.
not.
I'm good.
All right.
Chad can't do much. He's falling one direction.
Well, you can't. I mean, you shoot down there, but there's no worm in sight, so it just goes past Chad and hits into the rock.
Which lights set up around the arrow.
Yes.
So now that the tunnel is lit up, can we see him? The worm?
I mean, maybe you can see a bit of a tail. It does curve, so you can't like if it went down and around, you can't see. It's going away. It's burrowing away.
We should have tagged him so we could track him.
Or if we had a magic carpet, we could all ride on down the tunnel.
Tame him. He will be my mount.
Is
I
that
can
all for
track
you?
him for up to 5 hours, guys. I can stay in Earth Elemental form for 5 hours.
Is that all for your turn?
This is a quick way to the Underdark.
Yep.
We found a shortcut.
We come
Okay.
breaking out of the side right in the lair of the beholder.
No, pretty
Okay,
much
Bear.
above it, and you fall after that, probably.
Okay, Bear.
I'm gonna move up to the hole.
Okay.
Now, how far until the curve?
Probably about. I mean, Chad's currently falling, but it's only probably like 15 feet.
So if I said in the worm's belly next to Zan Falcon and dimension doored, would that work?
Probably.
Because I got 2 spell slots.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
I'm gonna go join my friend Zan in the belly of the beast.
All right. Immediately, Zan, you feel this warm, hugging presence, but you are now blind and restrained, Beowulf.
It's like that cave all over again.
Wait, what? Did I hear something?
Zan, is that you?
How did you get in here? This is my
butt.
special place. Do you want to cuddle? It's nice and warm and homely in here.
Cuddling is not an option. It's a
I'll be the little spoon. It's okay.
What about the stomach acid?
What's
Oh,
stomach acid?
we're getting to
fine.
that.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Wait, was that an action to do that?
Yes.
yeah.
Can you do a bonus action
Yeah.
with your Fey thing?
Oh yeah, if I go to the ethereal, wait, I'll phase out of his body, won't I? Because he's moving.
But can you take somebody with you?
I don't know if that's how the armor works. If
He
I can
hasn't-
touch,
He hasn't tried.
let's try it
Let's hug.
Okay, so you're gonna phase into the ethereal plane.
while hugging Zan.
All right, so Zan, just as this body embraced you, it withers away.
Oh,
You are now on the ethereal plane as this worm is going through the dirt.
As a free action, can I call upon my previous life experience as a bard and sing? One is
sure,
the
sure.
loneliest dabber.
So Zan did not go with him.
No.
Nope.
It was an otherwise fine plan.
Did Beowulf take any acidic damage from just popping in there and popping out?
Well, yeah.
My big toe got burned.
You couldn't fill it because of them getting burned by the lava a couple times before.
7 points of acid damage to you.
Yeah, 7 points. I'm taking 20 something, but you get 7, buddy.
All right, Chad.
Save me, Chad! Save me!
I charged.
You are falling, and on your turn, you land at the bottom. You take 4 points. That is reduced, so you just take the 4 points as you hit, and you can see the worm's butt.
I charged the worm.
All right.
You charged the worm's butt? That is awesome!
Those don't hit, do they?
They don't.
But I'm right next to it, so
I'm gonna die!
okay.
Gave you a glimmer of hope, X.
And then as quickly as it came, it faded. Much
right,
like
Zan.
most of my life. Yeah. Honestly, I cast Death Ward upon myself and pray to Revorhu.
Okay. That's probably a good use of a turn.
Do I get to do the Divine Intervention as a bonus action? It
Well,
doesn't specify.
You used your divine intervention.
But we had a long rest, right?
You can't use it within another 7 days.
No, that's if the deity intervenes. He didn't. I rolled too high. And so otherwise you can use it again after you finish a long rest. That's why we had a long rest before we left. And at level 20, I call for intervention succeeds automatically, no roll required.
Lawyer.
Sorry, buddy. No, I wasn't trying to lawyer. I just trying to learn my character.
That wasn't negative. Lawyered.
That was a good thing.
I guess you can try. What do you want help with?
Get me out of here! I don't care where I go. I don't want to die.
Oh,
Not like
no.
this.
Okay, roll a d100.
Oh man.
I'm dead.
All right. Well, yeah, it didn't work. At the start of the worm's turn, you take 21 points of acid damage.
I am unconscious.
Cool.
What does Death Ward do?
It
So you drop to 1 hit point.
Oh yeah, you're at
it's
one.
on my next turn.
But it saved you a turn.
Yeah.
One turn, guys. No pressure, but one turn.
I'm doing what I can, buddy. It's dark down here, and I wasn't ready to hit you. Sorry.
No worries. I'll just go see my uncle and hang out.
On the worm's
With
turn,
Tom. And
it is trying to get away, so it is going to burrow. So Zines and Chad, you both get attacks of opportunity.
27.
Okay.
Give me back my Zen Falcon.
It's looking rough. All right,
Ziny,
Zines.
are you still up top?
No, Zines chased after this thing, burrowing through the ground next to it. So I'm still chasing after it, and I will hit it again.
So I think only Enna's up at the top.
Ian Lockley, is there any, all right, I'll wait.
So two attacks.
Okay.
20
Hits.
and a 15. That's gonna miss.
Misses.
So 10 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm guessing Lockley can't heal Zan inside a worm that's far away.
I don't think so. But he has no idea if he needs healing or not at this point.
I'm like screaming into my ring.
I mean,
Oh, I forgot those were a thing.
Lockley will jump into the hole to help. He's not going to sit out.
I guess you can't cast Summon Zan.
No.
Oh, apparently that's a 10th level spell.
All right.
Nobody will ever learn it.
Chill's turn.
Anyone who learns it is Una Aura.
I promise if I pass from this mortal plane, I will visit her before I ascend to Revorhu.
Hey guys, what's Zan going to be next time?
Dead. I think Revorhu's tired of his stuff.
Does Chill want to do anything?
How long is the drop
15 feet.
to the turn where the worm
15,
turned?
15 feet.
I'm 6 foot tall. I should be able to make, and Chill definitely can make a 15-foot jump, right?
I mean, he might take a little bit of damage.
I took a little damage. It's okay.
All right, he's gonna jump down.
Okay. Him and Lockley, you guys take 9 points of damage. What would you like to do?
I am jumping down as well.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage. Would you like to do anything? Once you get down there, you can't currently see the worm.
Even though I have...
It's beyond 60 feet dark vision.
I can use dash as a bonus action. So can I dash?
You get close enough? Yep.
Yes. All right, I'm doing that, and then I'm going to take a shot. This time I am going to use one of my poison arrows.
Okay. Hits.
And I transferred down Nurse Mark.
Okay.
In the acid?
Yep, coming.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah. How would you like to do this?
So jump down, do one of those, action hero lands where I land with my knees bent, and I'm all ready to go. Take off dashing, get close enough to shoot, and I'm going to go for, let's see, he's a worm, so is he like completely prone, or is he the kind of worm that does
You can
sort of
only see the butt.
All right, then I shoot him up the butt.
All right. And
I jump on and I like just keep slashing through the stomach to free my friend.
Okay, so yeah, you hit it and it stops in its tracks. Okay, so you're trying to chop the end off. Okay. Zan, would you like to do anything? You're 1 hit point.
Do I get an action?
You're currently still alive.
Yes. I have
Okay.
16 hit points now,
Okay.
just in case.
If I see a boot or something, a Pegasus boot, the finest boots in all the land, I'm going to pull the leg out so I can get him out.
Make an investigation check.
Sorry, here goes. Oh,
You you take 15 points of acid damage, but you're able to pull him out. And as you exit the worm, you take 14 points of acid damage then, Falcon.
is that 15, but I reduce it by half, or is that already
Yes.
reduced? Okay.
15 reduced by half.
I help
So
him
now-
up. I help him up.
And as you do, Beowulf phases back into...
Hey, buddy.
Does he shoot 3 Eldritch Blast at the body?
I would think not. He knows it's dead.
Does he now? I embrace Chad.
I take one of my jugs of water and just pour it on Zan, because I know how he feels. I've been there. There
It's been
you
a
go.
rough day.
Yeah, I know.
Remember the time I said that for the first time I can say a 17 doesn't hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll teach you to smart mouth RNG.
I know. I was like, heck yeah, my armor class is 19 and I still got swallowed by a worm and literally almost died. Zan is a magnet for stupidity and ones and trouble and everything. And he should have honestly just opted out when the tower killed him. I don't want to know what's on Zan's karma to give him such a wonderful life.
Lockley immediately rushes up and embraces you as well, and you heal for 33 hit points.
Yay! Thank you, Lockley.
I'd heal you, but I can't anymore.
I mean, I guess I could heal myself a couple times, eh?
So you are now all in this hole at the back end of a worm, minus a Zinese.
Well, Zinnies is in the wall. She's
Right.
like head sticking out, like her thumb little head sticking out,
guys.
watching.
Hey, maybe you should say on that so you can help us get back up to the top because it's a 15-foot drop down. So maybe you could be an elevator for us. Just like go to the hole, stick your arm out of the wall, and just like burrow up, and we can stand on your hand, and then get out, and then you get the next person, be an elevator.
I could do that. Yeah, because I don't disturb the material when I move through it. So yeah, just.
Okay.
So I was like, go ahead. Before we do that, is there anything like? Does this cave like I know? Does it look natural?
Yeah.
Or was there anything in the? Before we go, I want to like rip open the body of this thing and see if there's anything worthwhile.
Plenty of acid.
I have a couple empty vials. I'd like to take some acid too.
Okay. Make a survival check to get some acid. Dreve, make an investigation to see what's in the belly of this thing. How many empty vials do you have, Chad?
I have 2.
You successfully get 2 vials of acid.
13.
A couple of bodies of onkegs.
Ew. Yeah. No. I'll go ahead and I'll just. Well, I'm a large creature, so I'd imagine I could. I don't know how many I could carry up, but I'll just do the elevator thing. Get everybody out.
Okay. And it's 6d6 on that acid there, and it's contact acid. So
Okay. Grenades, cool.
So as you all successfully get out of the hole and onward to either resting or healing up, whatever you want to do, we will end the session.
Before we do, can I just go over to these holes where the other bugs crawled out of and just like collapse them in?
Sure.
Make sure nothing else comes back up at us.
Sure. You successfully collapse the holes in this cavern. And you guys are ready for your trip to the Underdark. That got a very rocky start.
Hey, that's to the kids. It's $5 to the kids. Boom.
Is that it? We gone?
That's it. We'll see you guys next week.
I'll see
Short
you
ones
next
I
week
need.
because I lived. Bye.
Are we next week?
As far
Memorial
as,
Day
I,
weekend.
as far as I know.
Okay.
Short ones I need.
Oh no, we can't go. Okay. Bye, everybody.
I love you. I miss you.